Actually, this is a great time for actually group bonding. So I'm gonna just let you guys know this in advance. I'm gonna try something on y'all that I did with first iteration. There's gonna be a couple periods of time in session where I just stop talking, and it's gonna be leaving the way for you as characters to talk. So you won't be prompted for anything.
We all simultaneously jump in the river.
I will literally finish my description, and then I will just go silent, and I'm gonna see what happens. It's gonna be so funny, and it's good practice for, like, whenever you guys are actually talking.
We go skinny dipping?
Without, like, a character interacting. Or, like, an NPC starting the thing.
Alright, y'all, we're abandoning our quest, abandoning our clothes, and abandoning our morals. We go into the river.
Bro. Ain't nobody, as that is a prude, she would never do that.
I know.
Well,
the only person who gets to see her naked is her man, and that's about it.
A bottle of water. I will be right back.
I'm gonna put on some pants.
What about Coke Zero?
Oh, I can talk to you now. Okay, Ken, I'm sorry, but I'm not talking about session right now. Kate, the kettle that we got for you is very nice. It has a gooseneck spout. And you get to choose the temperature, like the degree.
That sounds so slay. I won't lie.
Oh yeah, you didn't get to tell her that yesterday. Yeah.
I checked it. It works, and then I repacked it, and then I bought myself one.
Yippee!
Yeah, it's really
nice. Is tuning in from the horrors of California.
From the horrors of his classes.
Yes. Avi, are you still being cooked alive on the West Coast? Are you good?
Good.
I'm just saying, because I've heard it's been like in the 100s lately, and I gotta know how global warming is affecting you. You're NorCal. You're a different kind of Californian.
Cold.
I'm sorry.
I wish it was cold. Because, it's not October anymore. It's November.
It's November. And we're still in the 90s!
No, listen, so I went to go pack boxes because that's part of my job. And I have to just out in the warehouse. And it was muggy as outside. And literally, listen, I have B positive blood. I was bitten no less than 15 times by the same mosquito because failing to kill it.
That's fucked. That's so messed up.
Babe, do you know your blood type?
What?
Do you know your blood type?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm B-. I don't remember. It's been a really long
I only
time.
know my blood type because, Red Cross came begging at my doorstep on email and finally told me what my blood type was because I never did when I donated my blood, so.
Please know what your blood type.
That was about 3 years after I donated, by the way. It was like, hey, we need your B positive blood. And I was like, I'm B positive? No.
I don't know my blood type.
I don't know my blood type, but that's only because of the fact that I did know it at one point, but just, I don't remember. It's been so long.
He knows nothing. He sees nothing.
All I know is that if you get bit by mosquitoes a lot, Rosie, and you have B positive blood, that means Kendall might have B positive blood. Because I always joke that mosquitoes are just racist and they're choosing Kendall because we could be in the same space and they'll only bite him and not bite me.
It's been so
You might have B positive blood, my guy, because my aunt has B positive blood and so does my cousin, and both of them get bit up just like me. In fact, my uncle, her husband, will literally say, I don't need bug spray, I have my wife.
That's how I feel, man. I don't gotta worry about shit. Kendall's in the same space with me. He is my bulwark against the bugs.
Yeah, they don't want us to be positive. They're saying we're too good.
In a study published by the American Journal of Entomology in 2019, researchers conducted an experiment in which mosquitoes were given the option to feed on A, B, AB, or O blood types. The mosquitoes chose the O blood type feeder more than any other.
Kendall? Didn't you say we're gonna start session now?
Yes, we are.
And not Yap?
We did.
So I can't open a Foundry.
I'm good at yapping.
Foundry is open!
No, it's not.
I said Foundry isn't open.
Well, sir, maybe you should do that.
I'm doing it!
Oh, hey, Avi, I have a question for you. It's a psychology question that I don't remember the answer to. What is that one effect where if you, like,
Oh,
eat
we were
something
talking about
and you
this.
have a physical reaction to it, like you throw up or something, it makes you psychologically averse to it? Like, it makes you not want to eat it, even if it wasn't, like, bad for you?
Yeah, I've had that.
I can't remember the name of that shit. No, it's like a specific thing. It was named after a dude.
It's like like when you associate it with a bad experience.
Yeah, I know that's a really shitty way of describing it. Like the no, it's like the Garcia effect or something.
Oh wait, shit.
Fuck me, I'm gonna be violent. Let me look it up.
No need.
That's it. You can't become a doctor now because you couldn't answer my question.
It's wild.
It is the Garcia effect, you're correct.
Damn.
Oh, I'm so smart.
Damn. Damn.
Pavlov! It's not Pavlov.
That's it. That's it, Avi. I'm taking your place in your med school thingies. I'm
That's
so
actually
big
fucking
brain.
crazy that you guessed that. Yeah, I was about to say,
Listen.
Caitlin, you know what you're talking about, I feel.
My mom did like medieval torture to get me to study for AP Psych, so I remember a lot of things.
Okay, so, sorry. I completely got derailed. Okay.
No.
Starting session. Okay, first off, we're gonna roll initiative early because there's something I need to determine.
It's probably just order of like who does what.
It is.
No,
It's not Kendall shooting us in the night.
I don't believe you.
Oh,
I don't believe him.
Wait, whoa, what are you saying? Whoa, what are you saying, Josh? What does that have to say?
No, that wasn't in character. I was whispering it.
When you wanna tell me.
Boundary open.
It should be, yeah.
Stop being homosexual in session.
It is open, yes. It is indeed open.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, if they get to do it, we get to do it, right?
Yes! Real! Fucking real! Oh my god.
Alright, Kendall, I got an 11.
Gonna be a little free today.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know what you guys are like. I don't know what
Hey,
y'all
at least
are
I
on
don't
about.
look shitty during downtime. That's good.
Oh yeah, what is the current here? I need to fucking
It should be the 24th today.
24th.
Like
Time we are
7?
starting at
It's just with the weather report.
with the
The weather report for me says heavier rain coming. Like, brothers, it's already pouring. It cannot get worse.
1 p.m.
Oh my god, wait, is that a 7 or a 1? I rolled. Oh, it's a 7. It's a 7. I rolled a 7. It wasn't that bad. It was just close though.
It was close to being that bad, but not quite. Here.
Yeah.
Also, guys, I am posting the there's the calendar in chat for you. So the currently day.
A calendar there. Bro, Rain, I need you to come on over here.
And as such, I also wanted to go over what weeks are actually called in my world because I recently came up with a name for them. They are called paths. They are called paths. So first, second, third, fourth path. Yes.
I hate it. Illegal. You know what? I'm not changing past notes, but I will write it down.
I mean, you don't have to change past notes. It's just for future reference.
Okay.
More specifically, because of the days of the week and their specific names, is like the transformation of one person into a different person, and like the meanings of the names. So it's various paths.
I would like to note that we're on page 17 of notes.
Oh yeah, let's actually ask. Let's check that. How many pages of notes are we at, fellas?
I am on page 17, excluding predominantly combat heavy sessions, because I don't take notes for that, because it's literally just this person slap this person and this person slap that person.
I write those down because I'm insane.
Yes, Rosie, you're mentally unstable, but that's okay.
It's very true. I'm on page 41.
Girl, if I told that to my therapist, I feel like she would be like, I fear you need to get the straitjacket.
Shorten my notes. This is in the style Ken makes me write it.
You would have like a quarter of a novel by now.
I was about to say.
Let's see how many words? How many words? I have 13,202 words.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, if you would have done long form, you would have had 100,000 words by now, and it's only
Listen,
session
my Ori notes
17.
are long form. My Ori, how many? I wonder.
I guarantee
I don't-
you could have easily, like, you'd have to make another document because of how
It's what-
slow your computer would run when you
for
open your
sure.
notes. Yeah, what's up?
24th in the
Sorry.
book of Absinthe.
Yes, and it is 1
What-
p.m. at the current moment.
1 p.m. because we just woke up.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, so if anyone ever says week in character, like if someone's like last week,
They
we
get shot.
correct them and
Yeah.
we're like, are you weak? Are you okay with?
Ah, yes! I agree.
Hey, just wait until Kendall comes up with the word for day, and then increments.
Well,
of
they,
time,
well,
and
they,
we're fucked.
well, no. Day is already a thing. We refer to them as suns, but you can also call them days because they're synonymous. So you're fine.
That's
They're the same
classic
thing.
fantasy.
That's very
That's
classic.
classic
Yeah, that's very classic.
I use that
I'm
all
gonna be
the
honest.
time.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care too much about the micro time, but the macro time definitely matters to me. So like days, weeks, years, months, or other way,
Well,
months,
what's
years.
the word for year?
Cycles.
How dare you? That's right, Kendall. I'm suing you for intellectual property rights. I use that in my novel.
What do you mean? The concept of this came first, Caitlin. I wrote this in 2018.
No.
It's so classic though. No, literally okay. Confession time. All the Transformers fanfic I ever wrote, a solar cycle was a year. So it's not that far departed.
Exactly.
In my blackmail folder for later. No.
I'm gonna make freaking lose. I'm gonna just lose everything. Anyway, alright, so
Go,
yes,
D&D time.
yes. I'm trying to open up stream so we have something to listen to. And obviously you should know what I like listening to.
Hardcore Kesha.
No. Hail no.
Computer.
Okay.
Spin me right
Around, baby, right
around.
around. Alright, the game is now unpaused and we're going to blank screen for now. Okay. We'll come back later. If you guys want to draw, feel free. Okay.
We're gonna draw. Oh my god, slay.
As you awaken with tired and aching bodies from the shock that you just received from this interdimensional rift and demon of which you had to contend with from the mother of demons, you awaken next to Rena and Aure, and they don't open their eyes. You all come to consciousness. Levia is leaning over you and protecting you with her magics. And you can even see Kaiji kind of glancing around, a bit confused, but then she snaps awake, trying to look around to see if there's any immediate signs of danger, which she finds none. Pause.
Yeah, we went through that. We had
Yeah,
like
we
a whole
did
Pause.
conversation.
Pause.
This is a dream.
Pause.
We're going insane.
It's all
Pause.
an illusion.
Pause. Given probably about a good 20 seconds and Levia and Kaichi shaking them awake, you can see that they groggily awaken as they wince their eyes. They sit up. What happened? I saw something. What was that? She looks to the party in confusion. Irina does.
Were y'all also attacked?
Yes, but I don't know what from. And Nare just looks and smiles.
I was gonna say, where'd y'all go? Did you see anything?
And Rena nods to you and just says, there was a person that looked very similar to me, and she kept telling me that I would be her vessel. And I don't understand. But they feel so close, as if they're breathing on my neck.
Elzetta, were you told of a vessel of any kind similar?
Oh god, I forgot she's not speaking in her accent anymore. Oh, fuck. I gotta lock in a way that I haven't been done in a while. From what I remember, not really. In terms of, it could be anything. It could be a god, it could be a spirit, a demon, some form of greater power, it could be in Terraria. There's a lot of different explanations for something like being a vessel for power. But most importantly, I mean, it could be the person that we theorized that was last time we had this conversation with Enrivia. In reference to when we talked about her having Soul's power. Just as a refresher, Montana.
I don't know if this is... She just looks over to Dianthus and sighs. She holds her tongue. And Arre says, I more or less saw what you have done in your battle. It was interesting. And, well, I am, to be perfectly honest, I somewhat hoped that that entity that you fought would have stayed around a little bit longer. Mayhap I could have given him a piece of my mind as well, but that is a different...
What to say? Are you preying upon my downfall?
No, I'm not. I would never be. And she would just...
No, you would never
just
do
smile.
that.
And she would just get up and stretch.
You're feeling well then?
Mm-hmm. Never felt better, really.
No upset tummy, no physical issue, no psychological damage I have to cure you of.
She just shakes her head just continuously.
Okay, if you start falling apart in an hour.
I will let you know, okay? I'm going to go check on our hostage.
Oh, yes, we do have one of those, do we? What would everyone else like to do?
I guess we'll never know.
Okay.
Wait, what? I missed it too. I wasn't here.
I asked what would everyone like to do, and then
Silence!
like I just...
What just happened? Where were we just? I don't understand. We have two souls, I know that much, but like... were we just in you? Or were we,
technically,
like, in
I
someone
have
else and you
a
were just,
theory.
like, the entry point? Good God.
Which part of that do you want me to answer first? I guess to talk about the theory that I had, I have a feeling that since our souls are connected, it's easier for us to merge in the sense that for souls, it's a cultural practice. When we get married, we merge souls with one another. For example, when I married Zaylt, we merged our souls together. So we are considered one person and one being. It's like you moved into my house. You visited me, you stayed for a little while, and then you left. And I'm sure Zaylt probably felt some of that when you collided souls with me. But souls are more malleable than people give them credit for. And given our abilities to do this soul dive, I basically just think that you used your connection to be able to momentarily merge souls with mine. If that makes sense.
I'm not I'm not super familiar with souls and soul domains and whatnot, but yeah, okay, that checks out.
It's like squishing a bunch of dough balls together and then meticulously picking all the different colored dough parts out into their original balls of dough when you're done.
Is that why I feel like shit then?
Mm-hmm.
Was that because we kind of got the shit beaten out of us by a soul demon?
Probably
We weren't
both.
talking about that part either.
I mean, do you want to talk about it?
Well, yes, because I feel like there's a rather large. Is there like
An equivalent for elephant?
an equivalent for elephant in this
Mammoth.
universe, Kendall?
Josh, you look as
Mammoth.
tired as Dianthus. You like I'm
Mammoth.
seeing you and I'm seeing Dianthus at the
Mammoth.
Method acting.
Method
by waking
acting,
up 5
real.
seconds before the session, so I can be in character.
Let's just do this
Okay.
real.
So, not to talk about the mammoth in the room, but you talking about souls being malleable is rather topical considering the thing that we just fought and killed.
Well, we didn't kill it. It's still out there.
Okay, yes, fair enough. But you did kind of do a funny little thing to it. You want to you want to talk about that a little bit?
The funny little bit.
I mean, I not to. This isn't me bragging or anything. All the shame in the world on me for this. I have killed people in so many ways. It is. I could honestly fill a dictionary with just different ways that people have died from me, and that
You
was
see?
very unique in what you just did. And so,
Oh, you mean when I took its soul and turned it into something else?
yes, yes. There you go.
Oh, yes, I can talk about that. That's something. It's
See,
not something.
Is that new to anyone else, or am I just? Okay.
I mean, it's something I haven't done before until now. Well, it's a special gift that comes from my mother. It's called soul weaving. Basically, you can take a person's soul and you can turn it into thread, which can be made into either magical clothing or items, or it can be made into an arrow. Because Pharasma, what she does is she makes the tapestry of life and death, the cosmic scales, if you will. That's why when she goes in, she'll cut some threads and then mend others. And where she takes, she replenishes. So, for example, with this war, with so many people dying, that means something else somewhere in the world is probably flourishing. It's like arithmetic on the cosmic scale. And sometimes it's unfortunate when you are on the wrong side of the subtraction problem.
And that's exactly my concern. I mean, now I'm not calling into question your faith to this group or anything, but if there were to be an unfortunate circumstance where you perhaps got hypnotized or mind controlled, or
Would
your
I
body
turn you
got
into something?
possessed, yes, would you be able to rip our souls out of our bodies and kill us immediately?
No,
I feel like this-
you would have to probably die first. I'm not that strong.
Fair enough. I mean, you're the expert. If you say I have to die first, then
I mean, typically that's how it works. I'm not an all-powerful mage. I don't even specialize in souls anyways. I specialize in life magic.
Forgive me. This is probably my first time in life that I've ever dabbled in the realm of souls.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can answer any questions you have. I mean, it's not like something haven't ever heard of before. It's a tricky topic because it's also a lot of theory, and when you're theorizing about what happens to dead people, it does get pretty weird. But no, I am not strong enough to kill any one of you outright. The only person who can really do that is probably my mother, or perhaps my younger sister. And I mean, my mother is the goddess of death herself, and my younger sister is the. It's hard to explain what Atropos does, but she is next in line to basically be Pharasma. So they are both gods in their own right, and Pharasma's been doing this for hundreds of thousands of years. So she is very well versed in death.
well, I mean, if no one else is particularly off-put and worried about this, then maybe I can get over it.
I mean, what troubles you? What specifically, I should say.
I have never. The part where we just went inside of your soul and we watched you take someone else's soul and turn it into a piece of fucking thread. I've never seen a soul in my life until this moment, and now I'm seeing that apparently they're a lot more complicated than I thought they were.
Yeah, I can see how that's jarring for people who don't deal in that realm of magic very often.
And I mean, we all know that I'm not exactly the most magical person in the room, so
No, you are a little bit.
if everyone else is not worried about this, then I'll just let bygones be bygones.
Literally just like, no one else seems concerned. Okay.
No one else
that's
seems
what it-
worried
like-
that our good friend the Oracle can fucking slaughter us at any point and
That-
turn us into furniture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, we just watched a soul get ripped out of a body and get turned into a piece of thread. Is no one concerned that like?
And then that turned into an arrow too.
If the shoe is on the wrong foot and it's like someone casts hypnosis on Elzetta, and then all of a sudden we're all turned into a new quiver. Like
You're the ottoman, someone's the chair, someone's the rug.
if no one else is concerned, then I'll just pretend it's normal.
I mean, she would just kind of shrug and be like, I'm not sure what you want me to do or say. I mean, if I wanted to kill you, wouldn't I have all done so already? Just speaking logically.
I mean, like I said before, I wasn't calling into question your alignments.
You sure?
Yes, I was talking about. I mean,
The
you wake up
potential.
on the wrong side of the bed one day, and someone happens to hypnotize you, or mind control you, a spirit manages to possess your body in some way that wouldn't result in us getting our souls ripped out of our bodies. I think that's a somewhat logical thing to worry about.
No, it's a fair question. I understand why you ask that. I'm just saying that it is not possible for me to do that without killing you. And I'm assuming that you can all outnumber me and knock me out.
And
Besides, even if you did kill me, it wouldn't be that much of an issue. I will come back.
Yaka is like sitting there with like
Terminator.
just her ears are like pressed flat. She's like, I don't like the tone of this conversation. In your death. But like with her eyes.
Yes, well, I think we've all had maybe enough of the thought of any of us dying for now. I think maybe we should talk about not dying and other things
That is fair.
don't revolve around dying.
I can make us cookies.
I need a drink.
I can make them rum cookies. You can have some rum and then some cookies. Let's go. Eastland wouldn't mind if I steal some of her vodka.
Gonna. What is Elzada doing in this moment?
I'm gonna raid her fucking liquor cabinet. Almost called it liquor.
Liquor.
Ligor.
Liquor.
Legume.
She'll take like some rum and she'll make, like she said, she'll make rum cookies. And she's also gonna probably take out. I'm assuming vodka is like an O'Garen thing. That seems very accurate.
Oh wait. Montana did say something as Hulric.
I saw, but I don't know how to respond to that other than
They're just agrees.
yeah,
I'm
just
glad
know that
someone-
Ozuna went.
I'm glad someone else is like also even a little concerned about this. Thank you, Hawk.
Nyaka's not gonna be. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Nyanka doesn't
That's
think Ozuna can do any wrong.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a lot. Nyaka will let Zeta get with probably
It
everything.
also doesn't help that she doesn't sound the same either, so it's like, what happened to our friend?
Yeah.
I haven't known Elzada long enough to pick up on the change, so I'm just like, oh, I
It's
guess
pretty obvious that it happened because she talks in a very specific accent.
like. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And
I'm gonna be real honest. Nyaka would probably, like, if Nyaka did die, she would probably ask Elzeta to do something with her soul.
I think she would either
Can
tend
you
to
make
do
me
a
into
really.
a friendship bracelet?
Well, she can ensure
Keep me with you.
She can ensure that you go to somewhere nice in the afterlife.
Comes in
She can also resurrect you, so she can just keep your soul for a while and then bring you
Oh.
back.
put your soul in a jar. Just fucking.
No, I want to put her in a jar. I'll put her in like a little terrarium.
Oh, thanks.
How endearing! You're talking about what you're gonna do with my life essence. Anyway,
So as you
Yes,
then
I'm
walk
raiding
inside.
that bitch's liquor.
So you walk inside. She's currently kind of putting away some dishes and assorting the table, making sure the chairs. You notice that she's very OCD with how she positions chairs. So like she like rotates them just at a very specific angle, such that they're all pointing towards the eastern side of the room. With
Is that
kind of
OCD or is that just the tism?
Feng Shui?
Does
Does Salem have Feng Shui? Is that their thing?
I actually. What do you mean?
Like the art of creating good energy within a room by orientating
I did not.
furniture in
I-
a very specific way.
Oh,
Did you not
yes.
know what that
No,
was?
Yeah, correct.
Dude,
I
that
did not
just-
know what
it-
that
Yes?
was.
Yeah, you see, I don't have feng shui. I'm definitely not the tism. Because if Kendall will fuck with my shit and put it in a wrong spot, I will actually like sub. Because then everything is wrong, and then I have to clean everything, and then I have to put it back in a certain way. But then it's never back in the exact way that it was originally. So then I just give up on life.
You can see her actively sigh as she feels a very similar sentiment right now, as Eastland is just kind of humming to herself. And then
She's
you
sitting
see,
here like, these fuckers messed up my house.
and she like looks at you as you all walk inside. Did you all have a wonderful nap?
I mean, you're just not concerned at all that all of your guests were passed out in your backyard?
Happened all the time when I was a hero.
Well, from alcohol or death or from having a nice time?
Let me just tell you a small story. So we actually was sitting around a table, and we had a vision granted by our recursive souls. Half of us fell out to sleep on the table, and the rest of us were drunk. So we were all planning a bet to see which one of us would actually wake up. And then eventually it would just go into a circle where we would try to guess which person is asleep, knocked out because of the liquor, or if they were actually out because of their magics and their abilities granted by our second souls. Fun times. So I am very used to it. So it doesn't really bother me. I think it's a very normal part that you should probably get used to.
Wouldn't it be both for Hyperion?
Hmm?
He seemed to like his parties very much.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. He loved them. And anytime he would get a vision, he would always wake up happy, even if it had some impending doom. He always just had a smile on his face.
Well, you hear that, Dianthus? Your grandfather was a interesting man.
Sounds like he was a hell of a guy. I'm sure we have so much in common, and I'm also going to pass out frequently.
From alcohol or from magic?
Probably both.
A little bit of both, yes.
Okay, well, speaking of alcohol, she'll just go past Eastland and start fucking rummaging through the cabinet.
She just says, hey,
What?
you're in someone's house. This is not your home.
But the Sylvan rule is what's mine is yours. Granted in different words.
She, like,
but-
tilts her head, and she just says, am I a sylph?
She just looks at her like a girl. I'm not a fucking dumbass.
She just smirks at you mischievously. She just looks at you mischievously.
It's just that Arin. You know, you don't have to look exactly like me to still be yourself.
And she then says, no, in RN, she says, no, go on. Just make sure not to take too much. I have to restock eventually. And it's getting colder, so in the wake of fire is coming up, which means there's going to be a lot of sales. And I usually sell people a lot of liquor, so please don't deplete my repository.
She would say in Arin. Yes, grandmother.
She rolls her eyes and then looks at her two children and tells you in RN, those two are my kids! Speaking of which, they deserve hugs. So she walks over. It's like she picks up Yanka with one arm and holds Dianthus with her other, and just like goes into like this little circle hug. And she like whispers to you all in common. She's just like, sorry, I'm just trying to do something here, but I actually do love you all. I'm sorry. And then she gives you a tight hug.
Yaka's could be quite awkward in this hug because her actual biological family has a very interesting relationship with her. So this is the first time she's had
A familial hug?
an enthusiastic familial hug.
This is so true. Like, it's normal for you to cuddle, for Elzada to cuddle Nyanka, but like...
Yeah, Nyako cuddles her friends. Family? Who's what?
Family.
It's like,
What's
Crazy
family?
concept. Wild concept.
Elzada-
slowly raise, like, in the middle of the hug, very slowly, but with, like, with confidence, just just pulls and just like nods quietly as he's being whispered to.
This is what people did.
I think
my
she like
God.
puts her down, and then she says in Arin, see? They love me.
Oh, who said I don't appreciate you?
Then you wouldn't be stealing from my house. And just taking my liquor. But yes, I do
She takes
adhere
a
to
fucking
Sylvan
shot of
customs.
vodka right in front of
She
her.
just shakes her head and just says, Dianthus, make sure she doesn't go of... Actually, no, that's a bad... You're not necessarily the best, most trustworthy in that regard. Nyanka, can you make sure they don't go overboard for me, please?
She only pulls out one bottle. She's being demure and mindful.
Nyanka nods solemnly and like pats like one of the pouches on her bandolier, which has like a hangover sticker.
Mm-hmm.
She'll also get out one thing of like Einpordian like rum,
Of
and
course.
then she'll start making cookies in front of Eastland with also her flour, her sugar, and all of her other shit that she
And
has.
she just says, you know what? I'm going to make some rum cake. That would be actually lovely right about now.
Then they'll go hand in hand.
Yes, they do. And she, like, walks over next to you. She starts to cook, spending probably about a couple hours doing this. Anything anyone else is doing during this time?
I think Nyanko would make a tea to go with the cake. A
Okay.
black tea.
Ooh,
With
nice.
the alcoholism.
With the alcoholism. Yeah.
How is Dianthus's Elward custom-made chess set coming?
So it's kind of taken a backline since, he's trying to make
The
it
war crime?
transform.
Fair.
There's something a little more important to be tinkering with, but
I mean, go at it. Just start fucking it up on the kitchen table, bro.
near the ass end of this this baking session, Dianthus would like stand up and kind of just very loudly proclaim he like slam his hands down on the table as he stands up, and then just very outright, I am going to go interrogate our hostage that we have in the basement for the second time.
Have fun. Do you maybe
Uh,
want to bring
would-
Halaric with you?
Yes, would anyone like to accompany me? And for those of you that are baking treats, please bring one of them down on a plate for our hostage, because I'm going to try an approach that doesn't involve killing them this time.
I can do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll come down with Dianthus.
Splendid. And then we go over to the basement with whoever decides to join.
All right, so that would be Dianthus, that would be Are, and that would be Halric. If anyone else wants to join.
Nah, I'm chefing.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna shift downstairs. As you open the door, you can see Are then sitting on a whole extra bag of flour. And you notice that as she's more or less taking the time to like kind of knit her hands together, and you can notice that she's like very slowly and patiently waiting for this person's awakening. And seeing a better look of their face, you can see that she is indeed a pureblood elf. You can see her skin is very, very almost deathly or ghostly pale, but her hair shines a silver and gold color. But she also sports these very tiny, sparkly freckles that speckle the whole course of her face. And you can see that her eyes are kind of flickering. You can see that she's either in REM sleep or she is trying to wake up. But Ari would just turn and say, I've tried to call to her, but she hasn't answered. She sighs. And it was as I thought. I do know this person.
This person's familiar to you, then. Care to share some of the details?
In short, she was one of the people who was in my dancing troupe before we had dispersed. And she was more of our courier, or a person who would travel, and she would pick up various parcels, and she was oftentimes a delivery girl of sorts. But she went away a few cycles ago, and she kind of looks over to her. I didn't know exactly what for, but never did I suspect that she would do something like this. She never seemed like that type. She was always worrisome. She never had the stoic confidence that I saw. This is uncharacteristic. Turns towards Dianthus. She was looking at you. She was looking away from you the whole time for context. She's been, like, kind of eyeballing the figure next to you.
Did you guys have good relations? Were you guys friends?
Mhm. Yes, we were definitely friends. I mean, of course, I would refer to her as similar to Elzetta. Not still as close, but she still was very, very close to me in terms of being a very good friend. She probably knew me the best of my troop.
I'm gonna detect evil on the unconscious corpse really quick.
Okay.
Corpse, unconscious person who is alive.
So you're already calling her dead, Ari. Okay. Alright.
Josh is
Okay, yeah!
preying upon her.
She just inflicts permanent paralysis, and now she can't use her fucking lungs. She can't breathe. She dies. So as you use detect evil, there's almost a muted sinister presence near her. Not as vibrant as it once was, but that's when you notice something. There seems to be some energy echoing from deep within her body, but it's not evil. It is something different.
I think. Can I make can I like make some kind of check to see if this if I would recognize that this person is maybe possessed or something?
Yeah, roll perception for me. Or heal. I will take either.
I have a big fat heal score. That is a 12.
For heal, or?
With heal, that's gonna be a 19.
Okay. So you kind of shift closer to her, getting probably within inches. You're looking across their body, looking at their veins. They're indeed purple veins. Something has happened here. And the blood that's still coursing in their veins, her heart is still beating, but it's almost as if she is, like, her heart is beating so fast that it's trying to compensate in some way, shape, or form for some reason. And how exactly are you observing her after this point? Just from observation, by using your eyes, or are you using your hands, or?
So now that they're still unconscious, and I've noticed the detect evil. I've noticed the evil presence, but it's not like active. I guess like it's muted. I'm gonna like walk up and start like physically inspecting the body. I'm gonna run my hands along the neck. I'm gonna run my hands around the wrists. Check veins. Check arteries. Check heartbeat.
Okay. So you check the veins, as I said before, as the veins are leading out to the rest of the body. Pulse that purple energy. You can almost see that her fingernails and her skin, at the very tips of her skin, bear this violet color. And even at you holding her hand, you feel like you can hear a slight sizzle noise as you hold her fingers, like a as if something is writhing from your very touch. As you run your fingers along her chest, though, it sports a cavity.
Like a sunken.
Yeah. And it coats the entirety of her left rib.
I think this person got really fucked up somehow. They might be missing a lung. Something along those lines. I'm thinking I've seen something similar, though I've never seen it quite like this. This might be possession in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure spiritual or not. But, there's something that's compelling this person to move against their will. Their heart is beating way too goddamn fast. Like, this person should be dead, honestly. But you said that there was like, in reaction to like my touch, there was something like writhing. Not
Yes.
Like physically writhing.
Yeah. Well, actually, yes, physically writhing. So it gives you this tiny little tickle or itch on your fingertips. It's very minuscule, very micro. Their soul gives off, so it actually gives off a pure white color, but you notice that it's covered in a very dense violet aura. And it seems like a flame that persists around them, but is keeping that inner white circle contained.
I forgot to clarify. I'm telling all of this to Halric, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Like, everything I'm saying out loud is kind of specifically directed to Halric as I'm...
You also notice that, like, Alre looks away from her as you're doing this. So just kind of averting her eyes to the corner of the room, glancing down.
I was just clarifying. I'm making sure that you're involved. This isn't me talking to myself.
Just yapping to yap in the middle of the basement.
So, I'm just gonna try something really quick. I'm gonna take my hand. I'm gonna start like on this person's hand and slowly kind of run my hand all the way through the body across the vein and then like up the mouth to see if I can kind of move around whatever is in their body.
Okay, so you're trying to, like, through their sleeve, you're saying? Or, like...
Like,
What do you mean?
you said that, like, whatever was in their veins was, like, reacting to...
Yeah, it was reacting to you. So it was on the outside, like, on the outside of her fingertips, she's wearing, like a large cloak, for example. So I'm saying you're, like, skin-to-skin contact going up the sleeve, like, basically all the way up here, right? Is that what you're saying?
Like, yes, I'm, like, not literally pushing, but I'm seeing if I
Yeah,
can
you're just running it along to see, like...
Seeing if I can, like, move whatever it is in her...
Okay, make... Ooh, that's gonna be an interesting one. Do you have spellcraft?
I should. Yeah, hang on. I am technically magical. I have a +4.
You have a +4? Is it checkmarked?
Yeah.
Okay, it is? Okay, good. Go ahead and roll spellcraft for me.
That's a 14.
Ooh. Hell yeah. Okay. So.
Oh.
Yeah, you can. You can. Go for it.
The demure Halric assist.
So what exactly are you doing to assist, specifically?
I guess, like... so he's using the spellcraft to, like, figure out how the inside organs, right?
Not specifically just that, but also trying to trace whatever energies that are coursing through that person. Given that he already made the heal check in order to, like, determine, like, the location, he's just trying to do it based off of, like, magical energy and just sensing that how it courses through the body.
Okay. I will, since I am, like, innately magical, I think I would like to assist by, like, also, like, I guess I'll stick my hand in the cavity.
Okay.
And, like,
Okay.
basing off of, like, the aura that I know that this person is giving off, kind of also assist in determining, I don't know, what the fuck is up with all this.
Okay.
This is gonna sound like, would it be possible for me to, obviously, like, with consent, right? Like, could I somehow use, because Halric Halric's a sorcerer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's magic in Halric's blood too. So would it be possible for me to, like, compare the two as a means of, like, helping?
That's a Halric question.
I mean, we can try. I don't think it'll hurt.
Paul just chilled so much stuff.
Okay, could you I'm holding in my left hand. I'm holding this person's wrist and running my thumb across it,
Mhm.
and I extend my other hand towards Ulrich. Could you just? And then I kind of am like running my hands up the arm. I'm going very slow, and I'm like almost trying to compare, like, because Howrick's blood magic is going to be probably native to the body, while this one doesn't seem as so. So is there a different source? Is the magic moving in a different direction? Is it more unstable?
All right, go ahead. Halric, make your spellcraft check with advantage, and so do you for Dianthus.
Winning. We're balling.
And since Halric is assisting you, you will get you'll add a modifier to his roll.
That's a 23.
Damn, just on
I
its
got
own. Oh,
18.
oh my
18.
God. Okay, so 25. Okay, so
Win.
immediately there is a massive difference. So first thing you notice, Halric, is you place your hand near the cavity. It feels like skin, so like from texture on the person, it feels like skin. So that's one thing. So whatever, like where the rib is, it's probably missing. And the immediate thing that you can detect is probably someone cured over it. More specifically, as you kind of detect the difference, Dianthus, you notice most of these veins are not actually where they are supposed to be. It seems like they've been extended in a way, that they've been pulled down towards the person's lungs and are taking the long way around in their body. Not inclusive of arteries, which is basically saying the blood that goes from, like, the deoxygenated blood back into the arteries. Was that lightning? I don't know. It is able to resupply itself somehow, but it seems to almost stop once it gets to the cavity. Curtains are closed.
Open them,
So
bitch.
I let go of Howrick's wrist, and then I let go of the other person's wrist, and I stand back. And I have two hypotheses. If you'd like to hear me out.
Yeah, of course.
So
The only thing I could possibly think of is something necrosis, like if this blood in this vein is not reactive. The only thing I could possibly think of. But I'm no doctor, so.
I'm no doctor either. I'm just very familiar with the anatomy of people because.
Ray perks up in the ear.
So, I think something along those lines makes sense. The blood in this person's body feels like it's not native. Almost like this person. It's like someone puts someone else's blood into this person's body through this cavity, and because of the way the magic and the flow is almost entirely centered on this place where the lung should be, rather obviously. Don't need a doctor to tell you that.
One additional detail is that whenever you run your fingers along this cavity, Halric, there's a visceral vibration that you feel within the person's body that is replaced with a heart. That should be is replacing a heartbeat.
I think your theories are sound. I hadn't considered the possibility of a blood transfusion, but I mean, yeah, I know that that can really mess up one's arteries and stuff. So I have a question about a spell.
Okay.
So I have what the fuck is it called? I have Mind Link. And
Mhm.
usually it seems like the only way to use it is I link minds with someone and I give them information.
Mhm.
Can
That would
I,
make
since this person is unconscious, can I try to like force my way into their mind and see like what the fuck happened to
Um.
cause this?
So yeah. You can kind of send them. Hmm. You can kind of send them a a bit of a lucid dream and trying to like speak to them directly. So you can say
Yeah.
something. Yeah. Go ahead and say what you're going to say, and I will give you my response.
Okay. First off, let me go ahead and mark that spell before I forget.
Mm.
Okay. I'll close my eyes and try to link minds with this person,
Mm-hmm.
and I will say, uh, "Hello. You seem to be in not a great shape. What happened to you? Who did this to you? Uh, are you okay?"
What? What was I doing? I don't understand. He's gone. He's gone. Thank the gods. She
Who's
like
he?
uh, he he uh, I I don't know his name. I just
What does he look like?
he had so many eyes and you hear that and it immediately comes to the head of who that individual is.
Yeah.
Don't you love in hair? Oh
Who?
my god, that was fucking big. Kenny, the lightning is coming.
Hell yeah. Who?
Okay, seeing that she's still very much distressed, am I like
You're
when
talking
I'm
face. Oh, okay. So when you're looking at her, it seems like her last location, it seems like it's frozen in time. As she looks behind her is a group of black hens that have slung some arrows and crossbow bolts, and a couple of people who cast some sort of sleep magic. So you're walking around in this still frame. It appears that they themselves are having an out of body experience and almost rehashing this event.
okay?
Josh disappeared.
Josh, no!
If Josh leaves, guess I kill myself.
Not allowed. Banned activities.
Bro, I like how the one person we have who's a doctor, at least in such like in game, is fucking me, and then I said cookies.
Yummy.
Legit.
This is all Zeta behavior. This is how
all-
she's coping with the intense pressure that she now knows she's a god, but she doesn't know what to do with herself anymore.
You good, Josh?
Welcome back.
I just missed everything that happened.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. Basically, she said, "What was I doing?" And she doesn't understand, and that she thinks that she saw Enhar. Because it had multiple eyes, whatever the thing she saw, which is very indicative as to Enhar,
We
the
hate
Therion
him.
of Chaos.
But yeah, seeing that she's still very much worked up, he'll kind of go up to her, put his hands on her shoulders, and say, "Like, you're fine now. He is gone. Look around you. I don't see him anywhere. Do you?"
She looks around and says, "Yeah, yes, I suppose you're right. Yes, that is true."
Okay. We're not in a we're kind of in your mind right now. I need you to wake up. I know that that's a crazy thing to hear, but you need to wake up.
Why? If I wake up, I don't remember anything after this event. All of my memory is blank.
It's okay. I'm with a group of friends, and I think we can help you. We can help you remember, or if you did something wrong, we can try to help right those wrongs. I don't know
The
entirely what
only
you did.
the only thing that I remember is being a prisoner for a little while after I was supposed to make a delivery. Oh no, my parcels!
It's okay. It's okay.
And they
Who are
allowed
you gonna
me.
deliver to?
I was supposed to talk to an Elzeta and a Kaichi from Lin Escondia. As to what for, I do not know, but that was supposed to be in said parcels, and I don't know where those are.
Okay, was that before or after? I guess you wouldn't know about after. But how long before this moment was that your duty?
It was. It was 2 weeks, mayhap.
Okay.
But
Okay.
no. No, it wasn't 2 weeks. He's still toying with me.
Oh, that's not good.
She closes her eyes for a second. For a
Uh,
brief split second, her eyes have multiple pupils within them, and immediately snaps to a single. And
it
she then
kind of
says, sorry, it would be closer to 3 paths, or closer to awake, I don't know. But awake is probably the best spanning of time.
okay. Do you know what was in the parcel, or were you not tasked to look at it?
I was not tasked to look at it, but all I know is that it was urgent.
Okay. Do you think it's still in your pockets, maybe, or your bag?
Maybe. I keep all of my things in a sort of pocket area, and, pocket dimension, I suppose. But,
Hmm.
yes, they should be theoretically safe, but I don't know. He's been manipulating my magics. I don't know if.
That's all. That's all right. We kind of had the feeling that may have been the case. You know, you were controlled. This is not anything on you. I'm gonna get you out of here, okay?
I will try to awaken, but why should I? I feel like it's safer here. At least I won't. I won't
It
be.
may be. It may be safer in here. Will you trust me enough to let me get out, talk to some of my comrades, figure out how to get you out of there safely without endangering yourself or the rest of us
Make a
from this
diplomacy
man?
check.
What's my modifier? What's my modifier? I'm going. Okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
I ask myself that every day. What's my modifier?
13.
She just says,
Not bad.
no.
Lucky number 13.
It's it's safer here, I think. She like curls.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel nice and safe in here. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be back to check on you, I promise.
Okay. Okay. As you then lose connection, you open your eyes in the real world. You also notice something, Dianthus, right? The moment that Halric started focusing, it looked like that area where the cavity is lit up a like strange aura of indigo and purple.
I'll relay all the information to Dianthus, especially the part that she was looking for Elzetta and Kaichi. Now, I don't know if it was Imhar, messing with her again, trying to maybe get closer to one of them two, but I think we should definitely tell 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 Elzetta and Kaichi about it.
You see that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I would know who it is, right?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, your character definitely should.
Okay. I'm double checking because we're talking about like reach back to them again. I assume you guys had a run-in in the past.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, that's yeah. That probably complicates things.
Exactly.
Yes, you can go let the others know. And this person's wound started glow. Not wound. This the where the lung should be. Just started glowing purple a minute ago.
Oh,
I assume while you were doing your mind
mind
thing.
stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, that must. I mean, I would think that that's probably just indicative of a linkage, but that is interesting that multiple colors kind of came from his cavity.
Yeah. Makes me. At least we know this person was innocent, though. So I mean, I'm
Exactly.
glad I didn't kill them.
Yes.
Honestly, when I saw this cavity, I thought it was my fault, and I was like, "What?" That's
No, I'm
beside the
glad
point.
that we figured out the innocence as well.
Yes, I agree. I'm gonna sit down here and keep trying to wake this person up. You can go and let Elzeta and Kaichi know that Hina's looking for them,
Yeah.
or that this
I would.
mainland woman, was
Yeah.
looking for them.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
I'd be a little worried trying to wake them up again. Um, I think they're a little afraid of the possibility of waking up. Um, they seem to like it much more in this unconscious state.
So, hang on. Actually, Ken,
Mm-hmm.
two things, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, I do have Aura of Courage, which gives people saving throws against fear effects.
Ooh, very good.
And
Very good.
alternatively, I haven't selected a mercy yet. I could,
What
if
level are you?
level 3 mercy
You get
has
yeah, you get a mercy. Yeah, you should get a yeah.
at third level I could do I can cast Lay on Hands and also apply Mercy for Riled, which acts as calm emotions for suppressing morale bonuses and making
Ah,
effects that aren't fear effects. So I mean,
yes, actually.
is there anything that we're cooking with here?
Oh, absolutely. You're cooking with. I'm gonna add 2 to my results. Um, would you do this after the fact?
So after Halric like goes upstairs to go tell Elzada and Kaiji that do you go upstairs and
Yeah.
tell Elzada? Okay, I assumed. I just didn't want to make that assumption.
Yeah, you're good.
Like as Halric's like walking up the stairs, I'm gonna lay on hands, and as I do that, I'm gonna cast my mercy as well, like through the lay on hands.
So,
That's how that works.
all right, cool. So that being said, as you channel your holy energies through your palm directly into their body, you can see that purple light then start to fade ever so slightly and just slowly and slowly fade into just a normal color of clothing again. But you hear a noise emanating from that person. And all of a sudden, a massive and you Your ears damn near pop from the vibration and volume of this scream that shakes the room. You notice there's a purple light that emanates from their mouth as they scream. They begin to float from the ground. As they are screaming in pain, they're tied to the chair, right?
Yes.
Okay. So as they're tied to the chair also floats with them. You notice that the protrusion of where this hollow point was starts to extrude out of their body, almost if something is growing from it. Eventually it becomes beveled and then sharp. And then it hits you in this moment. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Imagine being Howrick, you got like 10 steps up the stairs and you're just screaming.
So all of you in the house hear the screaming in this moment while he's making this roll.
How far into cookies am I?
You're mostly... So I would probably say you're
They're in the oven.
most like they're in the oven, and you've got plenty of time before you have to take them out.
Catch me sliding down the stairs banister.
Oh, so you have no words to anyone else. You just run. Levia stays upstairs.
Screech.
Alre walks like out of the room.
Yanka follows Zeta.
Okay.
I
So
rolled an 11 on perception, by the way.
it hits you. Her body has been taking in this energy through breaths and has been fueling what pops out of her body in a splash of blood, a massive notice of despair.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta take that out back and beat it up.
And as that pops a literal hole through her cloak and her skin, she is bleeding out viscerally in front of you as she lands back on the ground. As that crystal is also at the same time glowing and gleaming with a powerful energy, the very the very colors of the room and even the stone, you can see this noise and almost a purple moss start to encode it. And it also starts to do the same to your armor. It starts to corrode and infect.
I'm not wearing any armor right now.
You are not? Okay. So then your clothing that you were wearing, it starts to infect. You start seeing these tiny little vines that start stretching across the sleeves and pants of your clothing as your chest piece as it tries to move closer towards your skin. Like a parasite.
Without hesitation, I start taking off all of my...
That's gonna be a very fucking intriguing thing to come down the stairs to.
So it starts right now from the ceiling. That is where the crystal, it's probably about 10 feet above you. So, kind of basically a little floor ceiling. And then you notice that it's spanning out in, a strangely construed circle, corroding slowly the entirety of the stone and woodwork that comprises this room. So as you take off all your clothes, Halric, you step in first. You immediately see what's going on.
Your friend's naked and there's a rock everywhere.
Also, this individual is now bleeding out. This purple and pinkish
What's
blood.
Ari doing?
Ari, I said left the room.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, bro, Ari just said...
Is that...
Oh.
Sorry, yeah, I just... okay. Did the stuff get on my skin?
No, it has not gotten on your skin. You managed to take off your clothes fast enough, ergo, that's not an issue any longer. But there's a hovering crystal in front of you that seems to be shining a brilliant light of despair that is coating the entire room in its energies, and that person is bleeding out in front of you on the ground.
Is any of this stuff, the stuff that was trying to get on my skin, is any of it on this bleeding out person?
Yes, it is on their cloak, it appears. And if you look at the hole closely, it was in the entirety of the cavity, nesting.
Ew.
Facehugger type. What the heck, kid?
That's okay, guys. We can break them.
I'll use Mage Hand to try to grab onto the crystal and like move it to like the opposite side of the room where we are.
As you are
like,
okay.
As far away from us as possible.
As you are trying to essentially fight a magical essence that is not yours, you feel as if you hear a laughter in your ears as you begin a mental battle. Go ahead and make a fortitude roll to keep your balance and a will check to keep your sanity.
Okay. Fortitude and will.
You knew this was coming.
Fortitude is a 13.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Will is a 10.
Okay. So as you are immediately trying to push this away, you start to slip on the floor beneath you. You slide a little bit and drop to one knee, but you're able to push it decently, maybe a few inches to the corner of the room. However, that presence that you heard described to you starts to infect your own mind as well. Your nose begins to bleed violet blood. You take 1 point of con damage.
What does that even mean?
So it's an ability score damage.
Oh no.
So my constitution goes down by 1?
Yes. Yep. It is ability drain.
Oh, I see. Okay,
This
so
is
under
temporary,
attributes,
though, right?
Presumably.
Sorry.
Possibly.
Under attributes on like the third
Oh,
column,
it should be
says
drain.
damage.
Or damage, yeah. Damage or drain.
Okay, is it a +1 or -1, or does it matter?
Should be just put 1 if it says damage. Probably will fix. You'll notice it in your score, and then if it says -1, I mean, may. Should be just if you put 1, it should be okay.
It didn't do anything.
Oh, it
but...
didn't? Here, let me see. Okay.
Maybe drain 1?
Yeah, drain 1.
Okay, if I put it in drain, it did it.
It did it? Okay, good. Okay, cool. So Alzetta is still on her way to the room. Try once more. Dianthus, what are you doing?
I am going to... Is the, like, purple icky stuff, is it anywhere on this person except their cloak?
It is on their skin, and it is in their body.
That is true. But they are bleeding out. God damn it.
So what issue do you solve first?
Why do I have to be aligned good? Let me run for the
Future evil campaign.
I mean, shit, I will write one, absolutely.
Is there anything around the room, like, a sheet, a blanket, a curtain?
Yeah, there are various empty bags of sacks in the room, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to grab an empty, what is probably like a flour sack?
Yeah, flour sack, yeah.
And I am going to throw it on me. I'm going to press my head straight through the top of it, so I'm wearing a potato sack as a shirt.
So you just like you don't even like pop your head through. You just like are pulling just, and then eventually just fucking raw string. Just pull your head through the bottom of the bag.
Okay, and then
Dianthus has been given a potato sack.
I'm gonna grab 2 more of the sacks and put them on my arms,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna dive straight in and try to grab the person and pick them up.
Okay, go ahead and make a combat maneuver check with a -4 modifier because your hands are not accessible.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
You didn't pop your hands out?
If he's strong as fuck, he could do that probably.
He does.
I didn't have time.
He doesn't have time.
Fair enough.
That's in... What is that? Wait. Combat... you said the CMB?
Yeah, so yeah, I think it rolled, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, 11. It's
11. Okay, so
Oh my
you do grab onto the person. You notice as it starts to like corrode into the sacks, but does keep your arms and body safe. What are you doing?
I am immediately So I'm holding this person. I'm gonna try and hold this person in one hand, like almost over
And-
the shoulder.
Yeah.
Like this.
So you're like having one of the sacks, just like the person is being sandwiched in between the sack. It's just
Yes, basically. And then I'm booking it towards the stairs.
out of the
and
room.
I'm gonna try it. Yes, and as I'm like going towards the stairs, I'm gonna
Alzetta is at the bottom of the stairs at this very moment once you walk outside.
What? Elzetta, when did you get here?
What the fuck is going on? What is happening? I heard the screaming. Are
We're
you
leaving.
alright?
We're getting the fuck out of here.
She like looks around him to see what's going on.
Just make some fucking distance, whatever this is.
You then see Isla next. You see Isla next to you. What is happening? What touched you?
This person exploded. We don't have time to go into particulars. Get the fuck up the stairs.
Are they all standing at the
Yes,
stairs
yes,
right now?
yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Nyaka can't stop. She like flies in between a gap into the room.
Oh my god.
She walked after Elzetta. Everyone stopped, and she's like, "I can't stop," so she slips down the stairs and goes into the room.
Okay, so as you're at the bottom of the room, you notice that it has already covered the entirety of the ceiling and is stretching down for the top of the wall like a literal horror scene. As you're noticing, then becomes the worst thing most horrifying thing that you have ever seen. I'm going to need you to make a will save first.
Yeah.
Bro, so much for me bargaining.
Aura of courage. So if this is a save, then you get a certain modifier.
It should be your charisma.
Well, wisdom. But
Wisdom, yeah, because the whole
plus, No, it's just a flat +4.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, great. Then I have a +7. Great. Okay, that's good. Because basically I was imagining Nyaka bolts after Zeta, and you're like, everyone says at the foot of the stairs, and I'm like, there's no way Nyaka doesn't like fall.
Just
like she has like great dexterity, but everybody's at the stairs, so she tries to stop herself and doesn't.
It's too late. It's too late to stop herself by that point. Shit.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so I got +7. I got rolled 13 + 7 is 20. She rolled 20.
Okay, a dirty 20. Okay, as you are looking around, these vines start sporting eyes, and you can start noticing that these large eyeballs with eyelids then start opening around and looking around the room. There starts to be like 5, a dozen, a couple dozen, then it starts to get to 50. And you notice on the ceiling, some of these then merge into a single massive eyeball that is on the ceiling right now. As you can notice that there's these tiny bits of glass that start to form in the room towards the ceiling as well. All of them are fixed towards the crystal, but some of them on the ground closer to the, what are they called? Towards the baseboards are looking towards you, Bianca. But as far as your personal safety, it makes you want to hurl, but you are not mentally affected.
Did Dianthus grab Halric? Or was Halric also
No. Halric was heading up, but then had to head back down. So Halric is out of the room right now. There is no one in the room.
I'm the only one in the room.
Yes, yeah.
Can
Listen, I thought it would be funny.
Can I, one, spare the dying, or stabilize the woman, and then I will give her 2 cure light wounds.
Okay. You do know you patch the hole in their chest, creating another cavity, but at least this time her veins are she's not bleeding out, and her veins are like a normal color now. So there's that.
Do you still want me to roll for HP or like?
You don't need to if you don't want to.
Okay, I don't want to.
Okay.
And she'll step into the room.
All right, so you step into the room, seeing Yanka just on the floor.
I don't feel like it phases her because she knows it's in her.
Now that this person is not bleeding out, I'm just gonna book it up the stairs completely.
Okay, perfect. So you run out. Okay, so let me go ahead and write this down.
Now they can do their stuff in the.
My note of hope.
What I was doing in that situation.
Normal color for a pureblood elf is going to be like the silvery white.
Oh.
Okay, so Dianthus is here. Yonka is here. Okay, so Elzetta, you walk into the room. Go ahead and make that same. So since Dianthus is gone, so
But I know it's homeboy.
yes.
Do I get like brain power advantage?
Brain power advantage?
Where she knows he's just trying to fuck with her, so she knows it's not real.
Avi, similar to human beings. Wait, what were you saying, Caitlin?
And then she knows it's Enhar, so she knows if it is real, it's not gonna be that bad, but 9 times out of 10 it's probably just not real. How can she just delulu herself into thinking that everything's fine?
Go ahead and make a...
Are you saying that, oh, the node is making us think there's something there? Maybe.
Probably.
Possibly. Go ahead and make a spellcraft check.
A spellcraft check.
But Nyanka has like no magic. Or I guess she has no arcana, because she doesn't like use magic at all.
16.
It is indeed an illusion. You note that it's...
She'll just speak out into the room, and she'll just like do it like click her teeth and just like do the a tisk, and she'll shake her head. Enhar, this isn't very nice.
And you then hear a voice saying, "But it was fun to scare them."
I know, but we're not playing games right now. Maybe later.
Fine. I will just take my crystal then and leave. His crystal just...
Right.
And then the room transfers back to... disappears. Almost as if it wasn't there. It just shrivels up into ethereal mist.
See, everything is fine. You just need to let me fix it. And she'll pat Yaka on the shoulder, and she'll pick Halric up off the floor.
Yaka like stands up and like dusts off her knees, and then just like stands there for a second before shaking her head and turning around.
Well, thank you.
All of his stuff is either bluster or it's just chaos. I mean, most of the time it's just an illusion. He thinks it's funny to scare you, so he does it a lot.
Yeah, well, it was pretty scary.
I can imagine. I mean, when I saw it for the first time, my husband was being murdered before my eyes, so that was pretty frightening.
Right.
This is not my first time dealing with him, but we're okay now. Dantis is probably naked.
He is. No, he is. He's literally. You saw. Yeah, okay, yeah, his clothes were completely fine. Yeah, his clothes are. Yeah, his clothes were completely fine.
Yaga's gonna go over to the pile of clothing and start folding it into a pile.
So what you're probably imagining, this man is like 3 whole empty bags of flour just running outside with the person just kind of like firemen carried over his shoulder.
Was this person like actually bleeding out?
Yes.
Or illusion
yes.
bleeding out?
The crystal ejected from their body, which is what caused the internal and I guess external at that point bleeding. But like the crystal spreading and there being on bajillion eyeballs, it was all fake.
Okay.
And then I just gaslit Enhar into leaving because it's kind of easy to bully him.
I like look like
I'm a naked crazy person covered in blood wearing a potato sack as a crop top.
Yeah. You run upstairs and
I need this to be drawn.
Eastland just looks like I'll go get him. You
gotta
all
get her grandson.
yeah. So is anyone gonna follow her?
I think Ozetta will go back up the stairs and just go sit down with her cookies.
So as you sit down, your cookies have about 15 minutes left on them, so pretty close. Hoping that everyone will be around for it.
She sets the table for dessert.
She sets the table. Islin then goes outside and says, "Great grandson." She like walks around and then sees you. Where are you right now, Lanthus? How far did you
go?
I am in the middle of the living room. Wherever the closest piece of furniture is, the person who had a crystal inside of them is. I set them on that piece of furniture,
which is a couch, yeah.
Yeah, so I set them on this couch. So I'm standing next to this person.
Are you breaking them out of the chair? Or are you taking...
They were in the chair, that's true.
Mhm.
No, they're just on the couch, but also still tied to the chair.
So they're just like...
I am currently actively untying them from the chair, yes.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just imagining a strategic like lamp or something that's blocking his unmentionables.
His wang.
His butt. He's turned around.
Iselin just closes her eyes and just says, "You are fine. It was an illusion."
Oh.
At that moment, Nyaka comes up with his clothes.
And she says, she also says chidingly, she says, "Still want to drink?"
At this point, I think I'd rather just kill myself, thank you.
She chuckles and says, "None of that yet," and she pats you on the back as she like shimmies forward to try to like gauge where you are. She slides next to you, pats you on the back, and just says, "Now sit down. Relax. You're too riled."
While I definitely could do that, I think I'm going to go to my room and put on any alternative clothing.
She sits. Yeah.
Horik and Nyaka show up. Horik has his clothes, by the way.
Horik had his clothes.
Oh,
Yeah, because
well,
Nyaka
look at the
folded them like that.
time. They're back
I
with
would
your
understand
clothes,
if you don't
even.
want to put these back on, but
Now, what do you say, Dianthus?
She's such a grandma.
I'm pretty sure this man's older than me, but I appreciate the politeness.
He brought you your clothes! In the middle of the open as you're standing here in 3 potato sacks!
In my living room.
In my living room! Which is also missing liquor!
Allison is just like...
What a
He wouldn't have the same
day!
thing, man.
I am not making eye contact. I am like this. I receive the clothes like this. And then, without another word, I don't finish untying the person from their chair. I don't finish untying the person. I was doing that before, and now that I have my clothes, I immediately walk away. This person is still half bound to the chair as I leave.
Iselin just says, "I'll take care of the rest of it, it seems," as you're walking away. Where are you going?
To the corner of shame.
Just some unseen corner in the house.
Wherever I stayed on the first night, whatever room I went.
Oh yeah, so that's up. So you briskly quickly walk upstairs, almost in a running motion, but trying to keep like just close, just kind of crouching, almost duck walking. It's because these are large enough sacks that it like can cover your legs, so you're just like kind of crouching. So you make it upstairs, and like Iselin just says, "It's been one heck of a day."
He's your grandson.
She shrugs, just looking to the rest of the party. "You all alright?"
I feel great.
Looking over to Halric, especially. She, like, glares at you. And Nyanka, for that matter.
I'm here.
She's trying to make sure
feel
you're
like-
okay.
Oh, but you said glares at you, and then Nyanka for that matter, which made it sound like she was glaring at Nyanka.
No.
Is she?
She's glancing between both of you and trying to make sure you're okay. Because, like...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Physically, I am here. Yes, ma'am.
Mentally and emotionally?
Well, you know, I feel like, you know, I think this is just part of the duties that we've all signed up for. Just kind of one after another. I'm learning that as I go. By the way, Elzetta, have you ever seen this person before?
She'll like take a good look at them.
Because I went into her mind It's a woman, right?
Mhm.
I just want to double check pronouns. Okay. Yeah, I went into her mind and she said that she had some sort of parcel. I guess she was a mail person. Had some
Hmm.
sort of parcel for you and Kaichi. But
Mhm.
I don't know what was her and what was in her. I don't know.
Who is the package from? Did she say?
No, I don't
Oh,
think so.
She
I
did.
don't recall.
She
Oh, she
did.
did.
It
She
was
said
from Linus Condia.
it was from Linus Condia.
oh. If I am not mistaken, she is a master in that here. There's two Master Scandias, so it's hard to remember which one is which.
Okay. Have you had connections with either one of them or both of them?
Not really, but it isn't abnormal for people to write to me seeking out help.
Okay. When I asked her where it was, she implied that it was in some sort of pocket dimension that she
Hmm.
has. Which of course we can't really get to that until she wakes up. Um,
I mean, I'm sure there's unethical means of entering someone's personal pocket dimension, but this is a friend, so we do not need to do
sure.
that.
Exactly. Exactly. She has already been through a lot and has been possessed. I don't want to rummage through her pockets a second time, so to speak.
Um, I will look through my own personal correspondence, but no, I haven't had any recent contact with Master Escondia. Unless she's asking for help because of the siege they just now currently came out of. I could see that.
Yeah.
And
I
we have a bit of a reputation for solving problems in Scythia, so that's probably what it is.
Okay. I asked about how long ago she had this parcel, and it's been about a week, she said.
About a week.
Yeah.
Probably. I do not recall talking to her ever, so and I have a very good memory. I would like to imagine I would remember something like that.
Sure. Yeah. I just wanted to let you know that
I I
your name was
appreciate
Rose,
it,
of course.
but would anyone like some cookies?
Eastland chuckles and heads back to her room in a hurried state.
Was that like sauce?
No. Well, sense motive.
All right, slay.
I will also do that.
21.
Also, what did anyone do with that crystal, by the way?
Oh, I had
I thought
shoved it
Enhar
to the
took it.
opposite side.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
he
that's
took
right.
it away.
Yeah, Enhar took it.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
just
what she
making
said.
sure. Just making sure. I like completely like my brain just
Kendall
went,
was trying
huh?
to psychologically damage us.
But yes, so what
I
was
got a
your
9 on
role?
my sense motive. I got
Probably for some reason of just, being a person for anyone, why anyone would go to their room.
I mean, fair. I was just curious what Homegirl was up to. I mean, can you fault me?
No.
Is Islin's room upstairs or downstairs?
Yeah, upstairs.
Okay, so as Islan like walks away, I emerge from the room and we walk past each other.
Mm-hmm.
I am now fully clothed.
She looks at you.
I very distinctly I have like remnants of like white like leftover flour from the sap on my neck and on my arms, and I look like I want to kill myself as I walk down the stairs.
And
Because
she
you were
just
just
looks at
naked in
you
front of your
and
grandma?
she would just say,
Yeah.
and she would just say, relax, just breathe, go eat cookies. It will be all right.
I would let it bother me for longer, but honestly, that was far from my most humiliating moment.
And besides, you'll look at it weeks and years from now and say that was a funny moment with you and your comrades.
For sure, yes. 100%.
You never know. Something worse could end up happening. And she, as she walks into her room, and she says, oh, could you wait there for just a moment? She, goes in her room, closes her door, few seconds pass. You can hear that she's rummaging through something, and then as she walks out of her room, she's holding her hands behind her back. It says, "Go downstairs."
I go downstairs. I was gonna make some kind of like sarcastic comment or something, but I just go downstairs. I don't have the.
You don't question her.
he doesn't have the mental to like be sassy right now because.
I would hope. Jesus.
Downstairs.
So as you walk downstairs, and she like sits in the center of the couch where she usually does, very neatly, and she keeps her hands behind her back, so leaves a little space, and just says, "Well, I do not know when the next time I will be able to see you, or at all. I will likely keep Yasu here, and this person," and RA just says, "She goes by her nickname, but Tila. She goes by Tila. Yasu and Tila will stay here with me, but I do not know when I will see my children or any of you next, so I wanted to give you two some parting gifts. And if I wasn't mistaken, Alzetta, Lady Shia wished to speak with you as well, so make sure you stop by Fallon before you depart."
I mean, it is on the way, on the path I have marked on the map.
And she looks over to Kaichi. Kaichi, by the way, had this entire time has like kind of been in a blend between like going up and down the stairs with you guys, kind of keeping pace, keeping more or less trying to keep guard throughout the room and the remainder of the houses as well. And as she walks back inside, you should go and say your words to friends. So she goes upstairs without a word, and she looks to you all. Who do I want to do first? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let the players decide. Dianthus, roll just a d20, and then you roll for Nyanka as well, and decide who goes first.
I don't feel like that's really deciding. Players don't decide nothing. The roll does.
Okay, here. I got a 9.
Oh my god,
got a
friends! Friends! I have a gift! Friends!
The other dice was a 2, but
Hey.
It's
the big boy.
Bien!
if you want to go first,
You can go first if you want to. It's up to y'all.
No, we roll dice.
Well, hey, I was that was during the time that you said that.
This
So
was supposed to prevent me from making a decision.
So do you want to make the decision or no?
Fine, Yanko will go first.
All right, so Eastland, then out of her left hand, she gives you a wonderful necklace. It is made of a almost song steel and like combination of song steel and humming silver.
Song steel?
Yes, song steel. Yes, that is the thing.
Oh, song
like
steel. That's what I'm saying. I heard thongs.
Whoa! Yes!
I'm so sorry to ruin this precious moment, but that's exactly what I
Whoa.
That must be killer on the cheeks. I mean, a thong made out of steel, bro. Imagine ripping your booty hole like that, like, bro. And it's gonna be so cold.
But you notice that the necklace has the insignia of a snowflake composed of wings, all encircling the symbol of, or the magical symbol of a soul. And she tells you, "I remember receiving this from my mother when I was little, not far from my 8th cycle. She said that when I wore it, that she would always protect me in my traveling days. I made a promise to Hyperion, now that I know he's alive, before he disappeared, saying that I would protect our kin as best he could, as best I could. And I think this is my way of looking over you. Should you want for help or succor, you need but ask. And she hands this to you, Yanka.
That's really so sweet. Okay. Yanka will like extend her paw to accept the necklace,
Mm-hmm.
and like she's kind of like she kind of doesn't know how to like express her feelings because the only familial figure that has given her a gift like this would probably be Mother Feyre at this point in time. Two grandmas for the win. Anyway,
let's go.
Huh?
I said, let's go.
Yeah. But she will like eventually give her like a small little genuine smile and say thank you. And before Iselin pulls her hand away, she's gonna
What TK are you gonna give her?
She's not gonna give her. Well, maybe she will. It's included. Nyanka's gonna pull out, I guess, a tea cake too. A tea cake along with one of the cups from her, like the extra tea set she carries around, which is it's like a burnt orange porcelain. It doesn't have. Looks more Asiatic in design. It doesn't have a. It doesn't have a handle, but there's like a on the rim, like near the seat of the cup. It's very intricate designs of dragons, very similar to Mother Feyre in design, that are glazed with this is very specific kind of glaze. It's like a cobalt silver glaze that like sparkles in the right light. So she's gonna hand her. I guess I'm just gonna add the tea cakes inside the cup because that's
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And Yaka will hand that to Iselin with the words, and remember me.
And you can see, you swear you see her eyes glint from the sight of tears, and she just says, how could I forget? Now that my children are back in my life, I think it's a newfound joy. One that I haven't had in hundreds of years.
Yaka will like run forward and give her like a little hug.
Oh! And she gives you a very light kiss on your forehead. And she then like kind of gets a good look at you and say, don't be afraid of fate. If my blood runs through you, then fear isn't part of your makeup. Take solace in companionship. Okay?
And she like hugs her a little tighter.
Oh, and she does as well to match your same energy. You can definitely feel that she doesn't want to let you go, almost, because she feels as if she's losing her children again in a different sense this time. Not that she's losing her children to them exploring, but that she may genuinely not get to see them for another 100 years, but she doesn't know that. It's an innate fear. And then when she kind of lightly pushes away from you, collects herself, and then looks at Dianthus stoically, and then says, Dianthus, the burden you carry is heavy. Though you may not, you likely will feel that it's only your own. It is not. You owe it to those who travel with you to help. When you jumped in and rescued Elzetta, why did you do it?
Oh, jumped into the sword.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Physically? Wow!
No, I was like, I thought I saved the random person in the basement today. That was Elzetta? No. Okay. Well, because it was the right thing to do. That's all there is to it.
And she just looks at you sternly and just says, "Never stray from that." And she hands you what looks like a scroll or a map, and it's very faded. It's very old. But from the texture, you can see that it's woven rather intricately. And you receive a copy of something. Do you wish to open it?
Not right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not right now.
Mm-hmm.
I will accept it graciously, and I'll just give like a nod of approval as I.
And she gestures to you, and she says, "You as adventurers will probably enjoy that, is all I shall say. And I imagine that it will help with your future endeavors, specifically with the people that you're traveling with." She kind of glances over to Rena, R.A., and Levia. And she says, "Well, you all should get your rest. I think traveling on the day of the awakening would actually be quite opportune. It is wonderful outside. The auroras and arcana flows very well."
What time is it right now?
It is currently 2.
Mackers.
Wait, it's only been an hour?
Yeah, it's only been an hour.
We've had a fucking eventful hour.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh
my gosh.
Wait, but what about the pastries?
Tell Haley I said hello.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The pastries don't, I would imagine, shouldn't take that long, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, cookies take about an hour.
Cookies take about an hour.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said that.
The same like room as y'all. She's in like the dining room area. She's already like set up the table. You all have like.
I'll get the scent of.
Essentially, she made like sangria, and there's cookies, and she's just been waiting for people to come in. She sliced the cake and everything, and she's like, "It's fine, it's fine. This doesn't depress me at all."
Let's not keep Elzetta waiting.
Dianthus is gonna take the scroll and he's gonna put it, or the thing, scroll question mark, and put it in his pocket for now.
For now. Mm-hmm.
Look at this ginormous blob that looks like Garfield next to you.
Rosie, over your shoulder to your left. Or right, I guess.
What is that?
It looks like...
It's my cardigan over the back of my chair. I'm not sitting in my chair properly because I have my dog.
Oh my gosh, oh my god, did you get a haircut?
Surprise dog.
No, I got a haircut. She didn't.
Slow.
Yeah, that's my cardigan. Sorry.
No, I just thought it was a ginormous plushie and I was so confused.
I was confused too.
But yes, now Elzetta's just slightly depressed and sitting in the dining room. She's going through it, guys. So when you walk in, she doesn't look depressed anymore, but she is on the inside.
Nyanka scampers to her side.
She's just lying now to everyone's face.
Guys, I was trying to tell my grandma that I love her.
Tell her.
Pause.
Do it.
I mean, you can do it as you guys are walking to the dining room.
No, you know what? It's okay. I just got an even better idea. Don't worry about it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay.
I walk with him.
All right. That being said, the item that he just gave you is called Ritual Tales, as in stories.
I have Alric.
So you
How
sit
much
down.
is he hungry?
So you sit down with Elzetta. As you all are just around the table. Hold on, I can. I gotta
I
change
did
this.
this like nice little sangria. We have her sitting at. She's at the head of the table, which is probably pretty presumptuous. So I just know Easton's looking at her like.
She just blinks at you.
What the fuck?
She doesn't say
What
anything.
was that for?
She just took out one of the pens from my backpack and then put it onto my foot.
Bruh. Bromit.
Nothing more.
That's
Everyone gets that reference.
Guys, I met that cat, by the way. I went over to
Rosie has as well.
apartment, and I met that cat, and it's
Yeah, Josh lives like fucking 2 minutes away. I could walk there.
literally.
He is the demon.
I could literally, if I wanted to, I could like be right back right now and then show up.
Show up That'd be fucking same. Oh my god. Oh my god, hold on.
Well, Montana, if you come down, you have to bring Mackers.
No,
If you
vibes.
don't, it's illegal.
She already could barely handle the trip to and from Waco this summer for my internship. Homegirl is never gonna let me bring her into a car again.
She's like, that's it. Final
Yeah.
straw.
Exactly.
Okay, let me go ahead and
Yeah,
switch
guys,
share
is coming
screens.
to terms with depression now.
Where'd
Which
it go?
About it? No.
I mean, we can talk about it. I don't
Hold on.
give a fuck.
I
Bianca
said,
may or may not
I-
take that person.
I said, do you want to drink about it?
Do you want to drink about it?
Well, you see, Josh, Elza does not partake in alcoholism that much. She does a little bit, but she doesn't really partake in it because it's not good for her.
That is
That much.
so valid. That's such a valid.
However, she can be brought to partaking in alcoholism socially.
All right.
She's so valid for not she's so valid for not participating in that. However, as we all sit down at the table, Dianthus is first going to make a stop and grab a bottle of the strongest shit he can see. The whole bottle, the entire thing.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just raiding his grandma's alcohol stash.
So
Oh,
she's
and
like,
this is-
hey.
Thank you, Grandma.
She like looks at him. It is okay. So it is a
Waiter?
drink known as Death's Door.
Bro, you might actually pass away.
And she's like, hey, I don't have many of those. But if you want to go for it, I wasn't planning on drinking it at any time, so have fun.
I love when my
you
grandma
always-
endorses.
You always save the good stuff for the special occasions, right? What better time than
She nods.
now, I would say.
She nods. I don't get company often, so it actually is very true.
And then with that, he's going to. What is it like a cork?
Yeah, it's a cork. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bottle that's like black within. And the glass itself is kind of like this really nice stained bronze.
Just gonna, and then I'm gonna take in the aroma.
It is strangely sweet, like mead.
There are pastries on the table, right?
Yeah, there are pastries on the. Yep.
Elsa,
Everything is
right, Caitlin.
What? Oh, yes. So she made you guys some rum cookies, and then Easton also made rum cake. And then because Elzetta copes with depression by doing everything she physically can all at once at the same time and self-destructing that way, she set the table. She made sangria. She made everything look really nice. She like partially cleaned the kitchen. She cut the cake and she divvied it out evenly, and the slices are really meticulously nice. And everyone has the exact amount of cookies that's divided perfectly.
Rum cake, cookies, and alcohol. It's good food.
What more?
Sounds like girl dinner.
So, what are you doing, Dianthus?
So I am going to after I take and test the aroma, I am going to pick up one of the cookies, and then I'm going to take a quick like 2 or 3 big gulps, and then immediately scarf down the whole fucking cookie.
Okay, first I need you to make a con save. Secondly,
I'm dead.
Yeah, sorry guys, I put rat poison in there.
Bianca has tea.
That's the tea.
Hey, that's good tea. So the first sensation you get is just this burning, coarse sensation that gets going.
15. I got a 15 on my con.
As your nostrils start to flare, you feel like you're kind of slipping already as the room around you just kind of starts sparkling with stars, and then like the ceiling almost has this weird vignette on it, like your entire vision is coated with it as well. And you're just like kind of looking around, almost dazed, and says, "You like the night sky?" As Aislinn next to you just asked that question.
This is what happens when he eats a cookie?
Oh no, it's the drink.
Because he washed it down with alcohol, right? Or something?
No, he drank the alcohol first and then scarfed down the whole cookie immediately.
He's a big guy, so I mean he's got
His mouth is big enough to put the whole.
Yeah.
I doubt it's that his mouth is big enough, but rather that the force behind cramming it in would
would just like would make it fit. Yeah, just home. And so you can kind of you can still make words and you retain consciousness, but it seems like the room is slowly spinning.
Are you okay? Do you need
Yes.
some water? Some bread? I hear bread is really good for soaking up bread.
You want any milk?
Let's see.
There's a rock under the. Huh?
Nyanka is okay. So I'm imagining that this table is taller than Nyanka.
Yes.
So Nyanka's just gonna you're not gonna hear the pitter patter of feet, but you will see her ears bounce from the above the ridge of the table, and then the bottle of alcohol will disappear. And then you see the ears going away in the other direction.
Well, she kept her promise. You also see it entering in the door as well, Rena and Levia, as they're more or less talking at the current moment. And just looking back towards the center room, and she just smiles as they both head upstairs.
She's gonna talk to Rena.
As they enter,
Mm.
I'm gonna give a big wave.
Levia just looks. Oh, what's up? Go ahead.
I'm gonna. Oh, Levia! I'm you.
Hi, as they both so awkward. Fucking passes out, just like leans back. You can see he just starts almost snoring. It's like very deep breathing as he's just like leaning back in his chair, and like you can see.
just hear
You can see Aislinn just smiling and just talking under her breath, and she's just like, "I'm glad I bought those high quality chairs now."
She also is gonna look at Rena.
Rena just.
I got
Yes.
you some cookies.
Oh.
She holds out a plate for her.
She like looks at the cookies and then looks at Halric and then looks at the cookies and then back to Elzetta and then looks over to Dianthus confused.
She made sure that there's an empty seat next to Halric.
She. Let me see.
There's a seat next to her that's empty for Levia.
Okay. She would hesitatingly like walk towards the table. She'd
I
be
imagine
very
it's
uncertain.
like Elzetta, her left and her right are for Rita and Levia, and then it's like
You know what?
Dianthus, Aislinn.
I'm drawing it. I'm drawing it.
Halric.
Lightning in the window behind Kate. Well, no, I didn't.
It was
Here you go,
literally
guys.
Oh, it looked like a fucking strobe light. That was crazy.
You guys can look at it with me.
So, Elzetta, you
Yay.
have the end
Finally
of the
this
table. Eastland has the other end. Next to Elzetta is going to be Ra and Levia, and then Halric is on the same side as Ra. Rena is going to be here. Kaichi is going to be here, and Dianthus is going to be here. Nyanka is going to be here. Cool. I have a physical representation now. All right, cool. So, Rena just looks to Halric, almost with, like, should I sit down?
I'll pull out the chair, like, next to him, and he'll kind of, like, at it, smiling up at her.
She, like, exhales and just gives a light smile, and she walks towards the chair and just says, "Thank you, Halric."
Yeah, of course.
Does he pull out her chair for her?
Yeah, that's
He
what he
did.
did, yeah.
Oh my god, slay!
And
This is what my daughter deserves.
and she just kind of looks at him. She smiles, but she keeps quiet.
We've
And-
all had a troublesome couple of days. I feel like tonight, relaxing, sitting, eating these lovely snacks. I think it'll be good for us. All of us.
Absolutely.
I
Get nods from everyone. You okay?
just took no, like, okay, not to like show my feet on
Aww.
camera. All right, this part of the foot.
Yeah, the inner, yeah.
All right, so my left foot, and then like the little pointy part of our chair, Kendall, on like the arm near the wheel, but like this is the wheel and this is like the stick. I just slammed that part of my foot into the chair.
Oh my god.
And it hurt really bad.
Owie. You didn't get a bruise on that.
Of something like that, I also whacked the fuck out of my hip bone at work the other day. I swear to God, that shift was my final straw. I was so sick of that. I couldn't do it. I just got home and I cried. Anyways.
Rena looks at Halric and just asks one simple question. Actually, she leans over and whispers it.
Oh. Tea. Can I be nosy and try to perceive this?
Sure.
Amazing.
Absolutely, you may.
I'm probably not going to perceive this. She's an assassin. She's very sneaky. Well, actually, no. My eyeball skill is pretty good.
This is a hearing scout.
12.
No. You're
Damn,
unable.
I tried.
You make out some words, and it's kind of. She kind of like is. Would you feel if I. And that's all you hear. As far as.
This is super cute.
Hold on. Why is Discord not being nice to me? Stop it! Let me type. Thank you. Okay.
Let him cook.
So wholesome this session.
I
That
know.
doesn't feel. It feels
No,
right and wrong.
Kendall's gonna probably give us a little bit of a reprieve, given that we now have to prepare for war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just saying that when the war comes, it'll hurt more.
Well, guys, just know that if Elzetta dies, she'll come back.
Amen.
Ooh. How do I want to word this?
Bianca will, but that's good.
How would I feel? How would I word this? Oh.
How would it feel if we held hands semi-romantically under the full moon with the aurora out?
Okay.
Imagine.
That is the question she asks you.
Also, are you enjoying the lightning, friends?
The
Yes.
strobe
I
lights.
wish I
The
could have
window is
it.
closed, so I can't see it.
Do you see that? You see that purplish pink in my background behind the shirt? You
Yeah.
see that?
The
With the tape?
board.
That's the insulation board. That's covering my window because my window is broken. I get to see nothing ever at all.
Should I turn off my lights so you guys get the full effect?
No, because we won't see you.
I lose track of time
Let's see.
all the time. My room is a void.
You can still see me.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Kendall.
Oh,
You don't know
that's
nothing.
mean.
I mean, do you want to know the other things I say to him?
So you can see Halric have a confused expression on his face.
Oh, you guys did this on the down low. Makes sense.
The DL.
Ah! What the fuck? He just slammed his full body into the door. It's dark and I can't see him anymore. Ah! He scared you.
Okay.
No,
He scared me. He scared me a little bit. I got a scared, guys.
I wish. Is there lightning where I'm at right now?
you can attempt, Caitlin, if you want to attempt another perception check, you can.
I'm gonna, because she's so fucking
Or
good.
anyone else for that matter.
Yeah.
Dianthus can't for obvious reasons.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'm barely conscious.
13.
Bianca's too polite to do that.
Do a
13.
perception like minus 15.
Real, bro. Holy shit. You never said Idris. Oh my god.
Idris sees through the ether.
He's just like...
The only thing Idris is gonna perceive is his wife.
Real. Fucking
So let me
real.
be clear.
I'm called by gossip. Oh boy. What did you roll, Caitlin?
13.
You hear no, like... Or if I were someone... Would you still... me?
See Montana's reaction is really funny.
Ooh! Interesting.
I think she'll turn her head over, like take a sip of her sangria, and hit Levy with that absolutely devious side eye.
And Levia would lean over and say to you in Sylvan, she would say, I had a conversation with her. And also for anyone else who can understand Sylvan at the table, I had a conversation with her.
Oh? About what?
She was having doubts, let's just say. And fear.
About what?
About him.
Oh, you're teaching her the ways of,
At least
you know.
in somewhat of confidence and courage.
Well, you would be an expert in that.
I was surprised that she actually asked me. I don't think that
I'm
she-
surprised you actually gave her the information and didn't turn your nose up at her.
This is what she would say. She would look at you first with a very stern expression. And she would give you a very weak smile. Ooh, how do I want to word this?
Those big boom friends. Big lord.
That was. That was.
I'm glad I'm giving y'all an enrichment activity.
I love it.
Josh, I want you to know about a text I sent Lily today. So I texted her that y'all need to come over so that we can play games and that you men can have your enrichment activities.
We're fucking real.
See, now that I know you live so close, like, I'm about to abuse it. I'm about to spend so much time with y'all.
Okay. I was gonna save this until like we had our halftime break, but the store is about to close. I'm on the verge of passing out, and I'm gonna go get a monster from the store.
Go for it.
Go,
gas-
sir.
I'm
The
gonna
gas station-
put the halfway point now. I know what gas station you're talking about. Go.
It's like 5.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes. It's the
not
corner
even
store.
It's not even 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll be back in a split second, and I
ideally be a little more awake for the rest.
Okay.
Be
All right.
safe.
So I'll give 15 minutes for everyone whilst this conversation is happening.
Can yap.
Y'all can
I'd love
yap
to
now.
yap. Oh my god, wait, we speedrun?
Yes, it's the gas station near you. Point up. Yes.
I'm so close to
Yes,
falling
it
It's
always
the
is the gas
Valero,
station.
yeah.
Honey.
Oh.
Bro, I like how Elzada's copium right now is being invested in Rivia's life and pretending like she's not depressed.
Yeah.
I'm ready. What the fuck? Okay, I guess me and Rosie are playing.
No, that was an accident! I'm so sorry. Can we end the game? Is that even possible?
No, I think people can join. Just pause the timer.
What is happening?
Kendall, you're not second. You're screaming, but it's peaking.
Ami!
I may pass out. I'm so tired.
Get some caffeine.
I don't have. Well, I have caffeine, but I bought those for my workout days.
Ah, vibe. Very fair. Here, I'm gonna finish my message here. Hold on.
Which I'm supposed to work out tomorrow in the morning. I don't know if I'll do that. Then we'll see.
Oh my god, it's on.
I'm gonna pause my timer because I wasn't even paying attention in the slightest.
Kendall, after this little sidebar conversation, is it okay if I take
Yeah.
my night and go to bed?
Yeah, absolutely. No problem.
Absolutely.
Well, as if I'd say no.
I'm honestly kind of surprised you're still here. I was like, kind of sounds like our wonderful friend Montana needs sleep.
Needs to go to eat.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm literally
Yeah.
so depressed Alejandro's not here because Alejandro would have absolutely drawn this potatoes.
We gotta tell her. We have to like.
Ken, I need you
We
to
have
flip
to
it
tell
so
her.
that Rosie, it's your turn.
I know this lemon drop. The wrapper is stuck on it, and I'm having difficulty.
Scissors.
No, I mean it's like glued to it with the stickiness of the lemon drop, and I don't know why.
You
It's
could do
making
water.
life difficult. This is disgusting.
It's okay.
Plastic
You
is
will
so
live.
good.
Whoa. I actually saw that. We might hear this one, Ken.
Oh, will we?
Yeah, I actually saw it.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna turn on my camera briefly.
I did it. I think.
Idea. Idea.
I may or may not consume plastic, but I'm
That's
plenty
not.
of them.
No, that's not allowed. You're not allowed to consume plastic.
But I actually don't care.
What do you mean?
I want the lemon drop enough that I don't care.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Ken, we're about to pass through like a really large fart of rain.
Also, Kaylin, you want to know
Yes.
what my managers just told me? I'm about to read you this email, and it's gonna tilt the fuck out of you and everyone here.
Okay.
Good evening. As you are aware, we've been in the process of transitioning payroll processors to allow for the greater ease of use for everyone. We've been diligent in our preparations to ensure that everything would go smoothly with this first payroll on tomorrow. But, however, there have been some complications that are out of our control. On Monday, our new processor, QuickBooks Online, had a system error that caused our account to be unavailable to finish setup and allow us process for payroll. As a result of the issue, our best course of action was to run payroll the previous way one last time. Unfortunately, with that course of action, there is a 2-day processing time for the payroll. Therefore, you will receive your paycheck on this Wednesday instead of Tuesday as you normally do. We greatly apologize for this inconvenience and assure to you we are doing everything we can to guarantee this does not happen again. We do expect this is a one-time issue with our new payroll processor, and everything will run smoothly by the time payroll is ran again. However, we will be monitoring the situation and will provide a further update if necessary. Thank you for your continued hard work and dedication to Andy's Frozen Custard. We're grateful to have you on our team. Ow!
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, so they delayed my money to Wednesday instead of...
They should have been writing checks. I'm sorry. No, your new little fancy system you decided to implement with no one else's real input.
So here's the thing. We've been doing like a direct deposit sort of like format, right? See, the issue is I usually get my money on Saturday. So I was already pushed back to when they mentioned Tuesday. And so when they said, "Oh yeah, so it's gonna take another day," I'm already like struggling, and they basically just said, "Okay, fuck you." And
Really, it's like, do you understand people have regular things they have to do and pay, and the other people aren't going to go, "Oh, your place of employment delayed your paycheck? We'll delay your due date."
Yeah, like what the
Like, no, that's not how life works.
That is so...
We wish it did.
Oh, absolutely. But like, good lord, that's the whole reason that I like... Ooh, that made me so livid. That made me genuinely so livid when I saw that message. And I saw it like right at the beginning of campaign start. So I was just sitting there like, it's all over. I've lost. L. Gotta take this L! Anyway, here, back to the message. Caitlin, I'm so sad. I have 2 more days. I was expecting my money tonight, like late tonight, but nope! Anyway, ooh. Avi. Oh, you're playing with us. Yes! Yes!
Oh, Avi, I paused the timer so you don't have to worry.
Oh. The confusion on his face is so palpable. Woo!
Did you hear that one?
Yep, I heard that one.
Thank you. Yep, I heard that. I don't know why it took so long for the mic to work.
Just could not sense that your mic was working at all. It just said, "I refuse." Let's see how good everyone is at Scrabble. It's gonna be so funny.
That's basically saying, let's see how literate everyone is. Like, fuck you.
No, it's all about tactics and using the tiles to your best ability. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna actually just curl up in a ball. I'm just gonna blip out of existence. I'm gonna be like, holy shit, that really did not take long, did it, Josh?
It was Josh?
Yeah, I know. I'm an expert at getting to that gas station in half a second.
Bro, did you run or do you drive?
I drove. I'm a regular at that gas station. I hope you understand.
Oh, you and me both.
Every morning or like every night with a monster. I love the guy that works there.
No, I know, he's so cool, yeah.
The guy knew my name by heart.
So, we were so frequenting. Like I like whenever I did Domino's delivery driving, that guy would always just come ask me like, "Hey, how's your day at work going?" And I'm like, "It's going pretty good, man. Like we're chilling, making them tips."
Them chips.
Them chips.
At work?
I am. I wish I could. Speaking of which, I love doing. Oh my goodness.
How would I say I'm done?
Hold on.
Unwinding after that.
We're ending the break after. When did we start the break?
I don't remember, Kendall.
I think it was at 9. Yeah, it was at 9:20 roughly.
Yes, at 9:20.
What does that mean?
Huh? What's up?
Sorry, I don't know how to play this right.
So you're spelling a word with the letters that you have.
You want to make the fattest, biggest
Oh,
word.
I have to spell a word with the letters that I have? Oh, shit.
Oh no. Connecting. Wait, pause. Pause the
You
timer.
have to connect to something else, but it has to be a word that actually exists.
If it is not a word, oh yeah, so it cannot be proper name or proper nouns. It cannot be. And usually, most nouns from other languages also do not count. The other thing is.
Feel like...
Well, wait, hold on. I think you put a letter right here at the top of like between the T and the N. All of them have to be connected in a straight line. So you cannot put.
Wait, repeat everything that you just said.
Basically,
I'm
all of the letters that you have must be in one location. So they can't be split apart. They have to be like all part of one word. Or
Oh.
words connected to a single word. Does that make sense?
No.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Sure, play.
You-
I don't know, man.
Yeah. You can make any word you want. It just has to be in a straight line. You can't make an angle. with
Okay.
your words.
Okay. And I can't do more than one word
What if I wanted to be a
with
homosexual?
like with different letters. I don't know if that makes sense.
Ken?
Guys,
Yo.
I didn't get any sleep last
Can I have a
night.
kiss and a hug?
We're fueled on adrenaline.
Yeah, give me a
I
sec.
don't know.
It's okay.
Yeah. I'll give you a kiss and a hug. Give me a second. I will be right there.
Yippee!
Oh, Josh has joined the game.
I have,
Gromit?
yes.
I'm so sorry.
Josh has joined the game, Gromit. Josh is putting down his letters, Gromit.
I did the accent and had to end it with Gromit. Caitlin is the one that infected me as well.
I'm seeing y'all having a nice lightning storm out here tonight.
You could have paused your timer. I think anyway. Hey, it's your turn.
Sit down.
Let me be heterosexual
Mm-mm.
with my man.
Hold on. I'm almost back, fellas.
Do you think I can spell bagel?
Okay, I'm back.
Maybe.
Wait, actually, I think. Yeah.
I can't. I'm missing an E.
I hate that the only word that I can think of looking at my letters right now is the word fucking vagina. That's the only thing I have. That is literally the only thing I have. I'm not even kidding.
I would
That
not
reminds
blame you for being excited.
Like all I need is an in. I just need an in to play off of, and I'm not even kidding.
Oh shit. Let me roll for something, Montana. I need to decide how this is gonna happen.
Are you doing the stuff in Montana right now?
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah, that's absolutely going to happen.
What happens? I want to know!
Damn.
I know. He's fucking goated at this game.
How are people good at this game?
Big vocabulary.
It's the only reason.
I like this game because I can win at this game. You know, if people don't have freaking flukes. Looking at Ken.
No, it doesn't. It never happens, you know?
What, you know, we have photographic evidence.
No, it never happens. I do not.
I still only lost by 1 point, too. So
You did. I was actually genuinely surprised that you did not win that game. Like,
literally,
you were trucking through it, okay? Like, holy shit.
If I had one different letter, I would have beaten you, but it just wasn't possible.
It will happen in another world, in another time.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, in a parallel universe.
Indeed. Okay.
Yeah, Kendall, around 10:30, we're about to be pimp slapped with a ginormous far cloud of rain.
I want to go to sleep.
That.
I do too, friend.
Okay, so actually, let me ask the players then. So do you want to keep going, or do you want to like maybe go next week? Go next and like wait for, because also the other thing is like Alejandra's in here, and that there's a conversation that I didn't want to happen with between her and Dianthus. So there was a cutscene that I prepared in ahead of time, so that in the case that happened, that you guys still get a little bit of something to keep you super excited for next session, if you aren't already.
Well, that's a spoiler. I don't want spoilers, Kendall.
It's not a spoiler.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Trust me,
I don't
it is not.
mind.
Well,
I don't mind
I can have
cutting
that
the session
conversation at any time.
That is true. You could have that conversation at any time. It's more for the cinematic experience than anything else. But yeah, no, that's fair.
If everyone else is done, then we can be done. But I would be pretty sad because I did just buy a monster. So.
Real. Actually, no, we can keep going. That's up to the players. We reached the halfway point, so I'll let y'all decide that.
I am down to keep going.
No, Montana, you said, hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip soon anyways to take a NyQuil and zonk out.
Honestly, valid.
Hopefully tomorrow I will wake up a free person. Not ill.
Well, I mean, now that you mention it, bro, I'm starting to sniffle. My nose is starting to clog. It's happening.
That's brutal.
I'm gonna start getting. I never get sick, but when I do, it's always like something like severe.
Bad.
Yeah, it's always something severe. Like it's always like strep. It's always like the flu or something. But
don't say that shit, because if you get sick, I'm fucked.
Real.
You never get sick.
It might just be a common cold that got me from stress. And usually I'm not this stressed.
Yup. I'm pretty sure that's what I've got right now. But all day, I'm like, no, Haley, don't see me. I don't want to get you sick. No, please.
I get sick all the time.
Alright, friends, so Montana's heading out. I'm in to keep going. Josh wants to keep going.
The facial expression. The facial expression.
What?
On Montana.
What? Oh, something Ken did. What the fuck did you do?
Eventually by the way, eventually they stopped talking. And they like presumably switched to Mind Link.
Okay.
Can I gauge physical reactions to things? Like what?
Well, I will let Montana do that. If they want to.
Is she asking you out on a date?
No, but he definitely, like, the last thing that so this whole time, he has been, like, concerned, and then just now, the concern has shifted into, like, surprise, and, I mean, still generally, like,
fucking pouring. I'm so sorry.
I hear it.
Still an underlying bit of concern, but it has been kind of taken over with, like, shock.
That's...
what does that mean?
Whatever you want it to mean.
I think Elzina would just kind of, like, clear her throat and look at the two of y'all like,
I don't think he does not see anything else that's going on right now.
Doesn't Revia do anything?
She just looks at you and just kind of eyeballs you for a second.
Everything alright?
Yes, everything is alright. Thank you, Elzetta. Y'all about to be mad at me.
Fuck are you about to do, Kendall? Are you about to deny my ship?
Oh, what?
What's happening?
Oh, where's the face cam?
I'm trying to read your expressions right now.
Oh yeah, what?
Because you're missing.
I'm here now.
Thank you.
Like how Avi is also here, so we can pretend that Idris is here.
Idris is just watching over you somehow. Don't ask how.
Favorite song.
Wiver swung. That was totally unnecessary, but I felt like it was necessary.
It was. No, it was necessary.
So necessary. She needs to be scolded by multiple people. Even
Dude.
if they hear you.
There was a time where Ken. No! Hi, Ken. Sorry, he scared me. There was a time that Kendall started punching me while he was asleep. So.
This story. Oh my god, I remember this.
So he starts fucking punching me in the arm. And I woke up and I was like, Kendall, stop it. Use my mom voice on him. I was so sick of him. Montana, you good, brother?
No. The answer to that question is no. What the
Guys,
fuck?
did the ship sink?
We cannot confirm or deny.
What was the iceberg?
Oh, the iceberg! I need to go get. Oh my god, I'm gonna go get a paper towel. Now my nose is starting to leak.
Excuse me. It
Kendall,
sounds like
stop!
someone needs sleep.
Kendall, you're not supposed to get sick.
Oh god.
Baby. Also, don't get a paper towel. Get toilet paper. It's not gonna destroy your nose as fast.
Yeah.
God, that's like rubbing your face with like concrete or sandpaper. Respect your nose, and it will respect you.
Oh,
Man,
oh, good lord.
fuck my nose. You know how long I was sitting there, like, unable to breathe after I left your guys' fucking apartment?
Well, that's called natural selection, Josh. It's not my fault you have allergies.
It's not my.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I have allergies to this cat, but unfortunately for the cat, natural selection dictates I have opposable thumbs and.
It's opposable thumbs. Oh my fucking god, dude! He was sneezing up a storm, and I think you
I
were
know.
asleep. Did you hear him?
No, dude, Josh. I hope you know that I laid in that bed for 2 minutes and I knocked the fuck out. I was so
We were
tired.
yapping for like an hour and a half. After
We
that.
were. It
Like,
he left at like 3:30 a.m. Like that was the time that we head downstairs, and we were still talking for another like 15 to 20 minutes outside. We were just standing outside.
We were cooking.
We were cooking, and he gave me a lot of advice. Hell's Kitchen. Oh my god, Hell's Kitchen.
That's right. That's
Bro, what
right.
the fuck is happening to Montana right now?
Emotional dance.
Montana needs
I wish I
NyQuil
wouldn't
and
say
a nap.
Go to bed.
Hold on, we're about to be done. We're about to be done. I promise. I'm trying to conclude the point. Ah!
The fuck was that noise you just made?
I don't know. My voice is leaving me.
Ah.
My voice is leaving me.
Oh, bae.
The music for this game is like a banger. It's making me more sleepy.
Oh.
Hi, Bubby. Would you? Fan? No. Billy!
Get out here, bub. You're such a chonk machine.
Josh, for your birthday, would you be happy if I gave you, other than your dice, a ginormous pack of Coke Zero?
Yeah. I'm very low maintenance.
Real.
You know, I like to imagine I'm low maintenance, but I feel like that's a lie.
Bubs, You know you're not supposed to. So what are you doing? Hmm? Billy! Bud! Oh my goodness. You're such a goose. Timber. You're so chunky.
He's like 2 Mackies all at once.
Bobby, you do.
A, no biting my ankles, you bitch. Or my homework. What the fuck? That's not allowed.
Ate my homework.
You're rude.
My Finn ate my homework. He probably would. He would eat my computer and then eat me.
Bobby.
Alright, so,
Montana, goodbye, friend. I hope you have a good
sleep. We can continue this, we'll continue this at another time. That way you can go ahead and get some sleep, okay? And then just finish your message, whatever you're doing. We'll see you later! Woo!
Good night, squad. Love
Good
y'all.
Night.
Much love, much love.
So what happens with Enrivia?
Something. She just looks at him and just smiles.
Bruh. The way Elzetta's like staring at her.
She glances back.
Motive.
Okay, go for it.
I'm.
You're
no.
no. Unless you want to, you just take like a -15.
Yeah. I kind of forgot I was heavily intoxicated.
Real.
Oh.
But that being said, back to our 3 players as you guys prepare and are enjoying this wondrous meal with one another. The sweets and the good times flow over you as a group. What is more intoxicating is the feeling of camaraderie and just enjoying this feeling and never wanting it to end. And
Rosie, your camera died.
It didn't die. I was playing Pikmin Bloom.
The real alcohol was the friends we made along the way.
That's our alcohol, but we can't drink our friends, so we resort to alcohol.
I mean, you can drink your friends.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be a really weird friendship, but at that point, it's not really friendship; it's something else. But...
it's either sexual or you're a vampire.
Vampires are kind of sexual, like.
Well, it depends.
You're biting the neck of another dude. That's pretty gay to me, boss.
She would outright hug Halric tight.
Bruh, Elzetta's just looking. Because what the hell? This is abnormal behavior for Miss Enrivia. Oh, she's gonna like look at her and then look at fucking Levia like, you seeing this shit?
Levia just closes her eyes and says, "This is all her. I don't know why you're looking at me."
Fian, I will cook you like chicken.
Well, we should probably carry Dianthus upstairs.
Carry? I don't think I can carry him.
I want Yanka to carry Dianthus.
Yanka's probably strong enough. Would you care to do the honors of lifting his feet?
Well, isn't Howard going to go to bed? Can't he just help you?
Well, I think he's too busy holding on to a certain someone right now.
I can walk.
Eastland just looks over. Can you? Can you really? Can you really walk?
Is this a trick question?
No. I would hope not. Levia just says, Dianthus, I don't think you can, to be honest with you. You don't look like you be able to even stand, much less walk.
How much would you be willing to wager? And then I slam my hands, and I stand up, and then I immediately fall over, and I'm asleep on the floor.
Well, he just made our job a bit more difficult. Everyone, can you help?
I'll try.
Bianca nods and
Yeah.
walks over.
All right, so I'm gonna need some strength rolls from everyone.
Yeah.
You guys are so nice. I would have just left you guys to.
I got a 2.
Oh my god!
Bianca's whole thing is kindness, so even if you weren't her distant
I pick up a foot.
cousin.
Oh my god! That is the worst possible outcome.
Here's the thing. Would run into a what appears to be an eldritch horror wearing nothing but a potato sack to save your life, he would not pick you up and carry you to bed. It's two different kinds of kindness, okay?
One is a necessary kindness and one is an optional kindness.
Yay! Bianca has a 22.
Oh my god. Okay, so you notice that everyone is struggling to, like, keep him held because he's still moving as he's trying to, like, get up. So, like, every now and then he'll, like, jerk out of someone's hand. But, like, Bianca, you keep your paws and grip on him the whole time. You don't let his ass move. But even Levia is struggling. She's not struggling to carry him. Neither is Elzetta, but he's just, like, moving too much. So the, like, degree is slow. And so eventually you just get to, like, certain points where you're just, like, dragging him up the steps or across the floor. And so you're just like...
I got it. Let me go. I can...
No,
you can't.
Don't. No, you can't
about to
move.
sentient as a slime.
I think Elzetta has a little bit of a point in this case.
I just need you to be quiet if you let us help you. Okay? You think you could do that? And stay still?
Slimes are very talkative, you know. I had a pet slime.
That's great, my friend.
And then as we're like moving, my head hits like the side of a piece of furniture, and I just.
Okay, well.
But be careful. I'm barely holding on to him.
Well, I know, but it's hard to get a grip whenever he's constantly moving.
I feel like Bianca.
Now
Bianca
I'm
let
not
this
moving.
happen. Bianca definitely let this happen.
And she's just guiding him into it.
She's just like, this is fine. He's okay.
He's okay. He's got a sturdy skull. So you just carry him. Everyone now is able to actually carry him. One leg pairing is just able to. Eventually, you slide him into the bed and just kind of like undo the bed like sheets so he can hop in. You just kind of throw him into the bed, heaving him over, leaving him on his side, and you kind of put the blankets and sheets over him and says, "Well, that will be my workout for the next foreseeable future, unless we have any other escapades to go upon."
You don't want to carry me in case I get into trouble?
Well, I imagine you would be much lighter than him. Just given.
So.
I could easily guess that it'd be at least 200 pounds.
Well, you're supposed to be strong. You're an Omari monk. Isn't this your whole thing? Lifting heavy things?
It's Eastland talking.
It's Eastland?
Yeah. Sorry, they sound very similar. I'm trying to use a deeper voice for Eastland. My
Ooh,
voice
that
is
was
giving
just
out.
straight up Levia.
I'm sorry. Alright,
Sorry.
then sorry. Let me do it this way. I'll just my bad. We'll do that going forward. I'm trying.
It's okay, that was just Levia. Just work on.
Okay, well, Levia. And Levia just says, "It's been a long couple of days, and besides the point, I sparred with those two earlier today. So I'm already sore and tired."
Well, I'm going to head out now. Thank you.
Thank you.
And so I'll, like, kind of hurriedly walk away and grab some of her things.
What do you mean, Elzetta?
She's already out with that bitch.
She walks after you. And Yonka and Eastland, you're both kind of next to each other, family next to family.
We were just left behind as they left. Bianca stares at where Zeta and Levia. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Sure, I remembered the right NPC.
Mm-hmm.
Where they exited before Are we still in Dianthus's room at this point?
Yep. Y'all two are, at least Eastlyn and... Yep.
Honk shoe
And,
man over here.
No, actually.
Yeah, and Nyaka, like, then, like, after a moment, she looks back, leaves the two tuliped.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so anything anyone else wants to do before the day transition happens and that you are preparing to leave and
I want to
departure
go
for
to
Fallon?
bed.
We'll go to bed, okay. Nyanka?
Yeah, I guess Nyaka will bid Eastlyn good night.
Alright,
And go to
bet.
her room and go sleep.
Okay, as you all then head to bed, your latent magics then return to your body as you are kind of gathering the spirit within. And over a period of time, you feel very relaxed. You feel like as if once you wake up in the morning, you just take a full stretch. Caitlin, it's time to do a roll.
Yippee! What is it, D6?
D6 first. Wait. It could technically be a D20 if you wanted to have like more options in the 50-50. So if you roll low,
12.
it's... You roll the D20, right?
Yes.
You do have a dream.
Hoomst.
Roll a... How many gods did you... We said it was a D8 or a D6 for... I think it was a D8, 8 on reroll, or reroll on 8.
Yeah, it's probably a D8.
So I think you had 7
You made a
deities, right?
list.
Yeah, I did, but I'm trying to remember where I put the list.
Those are the things. I got a 7.
Okay,
I think
here.
that was Shaylin, actually.
Let me see, actually. Let me see, I'm actually kind of curious now. Let's see. Shaylin. Oh, there it is. Found it. Yes, actually. Yeah.
Oh my god, Shaylin wants to talk to me, so slay.
Okay.
What does she have to say?
When you go to sleep, you see visions of almost as if you and the entire party are in a band of sorts. Each of you playing different instruments, and even the Shamiri inclusive of that as well. But with that being said, it appears that from what you observe, hold on. Oh, it does. It appears that Are is not dancing. She is playing a violin.
The folk? Okay.
But that also being said, you can see that Levia is playing the flute, and Rivia is playing an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And it seems like someone in your party is playing percussion. But on a strange item. It looks to be a taller figure, so presumably Dianthus or Kaichi.
Can she reach out to Shaylin?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I had just sent you a vision. I didn't want to disturb, but I wanted to send you something.
Bro. Dude, looking at myself in the reflection, I feel like Faker in those cinematics when they only showed the glint of his glasses.
You're just like...
I know only Josh is going to find that funny, but that's why I said it. Anyways, she would just kind of look towards Lady Shaylin, give her a little bow, little curtsy.
Thank you.
And she would kind of smile at her. Thank you for the vision. I don't really know what it means, to be honest.
It is something more abstract. You can determine whatever it means to you. Could be literal, could be figurative. There are many different emotions to describe violence. Would you like a hint?
Oh, I thought of a horrible joke.
Well, I am down to listen. It is still a creative expression of self.
She gives face to her. She just kind of like makes up a weird little face. What is a soldier's favorite instrument? Violence.
She like gives a earnest laugh, and you can see her just
Do I
kind of
get
echo.
concordance from this?
Yeah, she gives
my
you
goofy
5.
joke?
She gives you 5 concordance for
How much
giving her.
concordance do I have with her?
I don't think you have
Eddie?
much.
Probably not.
I'm starting all the gods you have at 10, and so
Okay, so you got 15.
15.
Hmm.
And she just says that was funny. She glows like a fluorescent blue, and her hair just kind of goes that fluorescent blue, and she just looks at you and blinks. The royal blue color then ambulantly flowing off of her body, and kind of a vaporous.
What instrument was I playing?
This was more of a third body experience. You didn't see
I'm not
yourself
Damn.
in that group.
Can I look down at my hands?
You do look down at your hands. You're in front of a large piano, it appears.
Slay. That is something she would play. Okay. Makes sense. She would just kind of think to herself.
But you also like have a wand next to you. That's of a composer.
Are you trying to say that we're all playing our part? Is this a funny joke?
Could be. Could be the figurative, or it could be the literal. That will be for you to find out. I suppose I didn't even need to give you the hint after all.
Okay, I'm sure I'll figure it out.
You
For all
will.
I know, it could be a good thing. And if we're all doing what we're supposed to be doing, then the song is going well, and I guess everything is okay.
Everything is okay. At least in this situation. You seem troubled.
Wouldn't anyone be if they found out who they really were?
Yeah, oh yes, I did hear about that. Can only
From
imagine.
Desna, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
She's always been a chatterbox.
I think she's very
Yeah,
excited to see where you go. I think this is why she was so keen.
Isn't everyone excited to see what I'll do?
Well,
Really?
us in the god
Watching.
space as well.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that I'm not watched with every little move I make.
I can tell them to stop and to let your expressions to turn
They
in their own.
won't. They won't.
Well,
stop.
I can at least tell Desna to cease and to keep her information a bit more on the secretive side.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's not Desna that bothers me.
Who bothers you then?
It is a personal affair I must settle with Iamide.
Ah, yes. She trails off and then just says, "All right then.
You need not
I wish
worry about
you the bestest of fortune on that."
Thank you. It is always nice to know I have your blessing.
Absolutely. You always have my blessing, no matter where we are, no matter who you are. Just be yourself. Live free with yourself. Be who you were meant to.
I don't.
Too bad.
I'm watching Rosie get jumped live on TV.
Is he playing drums on your head? So confused. Is he playing drums on your head?
Did you spill her water?
A little.
You get to refill it.
He's the tall figure.
No!
In the back. He's the one
No!
playing the
Give me
percussion.
my podcast. Come on. You here!
Oh. She will not.
Give me my.
Oh, duh.
I will try my best.
Rest well. And plus, I wanted to give you something very simple.
It is an interesting metaphor for everything going well.
Mm-hmm.
Though I don't see why Dianthus would be playing that instrument. What, it's a hand pan?
Yes.
Well, That's nice for him, I guess.
I imagine him a very interesting percussionist, able to keep with the rhythms of battle itself. I think he could express himself with instrumentation as so he wishes.
I see. I'll
I've
let him
been in
know.
my music phase recently,
Oh,
though I'm
Can't
certain
say
that will
I've ever-
change.
I've never really played an instrument myself, but
You should try it
seems-
out.
you think I am wise to conduct the group?
I think either you or Idris.
Idris, that's an interesting pick.
I think he has it in him.
He is certainly a creative one. I see why you would like him.
Other than that, I believe that he would be a wonderful lute or harp. His precision is one that doesn't leave anything for the imagination.
What about Zyther or Bandura?
He could as Aether much more interestingly, though I feel that that should be left to Kaichi, given its implications in culture.
I suppose. What about the didgeridoo?
She just looks at you with a partial frown, and she just says, "That instrument I do not know how
He's
well
from Ironheart.
he is, but if he was going to do that, why not a Zytha?"
But you said that Zyther was for Kaichi.
Oh, yes. She just kind of looks away. I did say that, didn't she?
You foot freak!
You foot. You know, my favorite insult is just calling people flatfoots.
Flatfoots?
Like, if someone is intentionally being slow at work, I'm gonna be like, bro, what the fuck are y'all flatfoots doing over there?
I think. Finn, I'm gonna kill myself. Stop it.
I kill people.
She will go to bed and think depressing thoughts.
Oh. Oh, goodness. Okay.
She is in her depression era right now.
All
She
right.
doesn't know what's happening to her.
Oh, no. It has
She's
begun.
really sad.
It has begun.
She's just probably making Desna tweak in the heavens because she knows last time this happened it was really bad.
All right. That being said, you all awaken on the morning of the awakening. Okay.
It's
Wait,
sleep time,
so
Kenny.
the awake.
It is the
I
25th.
forgot how time.
Kenny, I want to go to bed.
Do you want to stop, love?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can actually stop here.
Because I
'cause-
also want to make sure Dianthus talks to Kaichi and Kaichi says goodbye to Yasu. And I also
yeah,
want-
that was also something. Yeah, that was another thing.
I
Is
also
I
want
wanted...
the grandkids to say their official goodbye to their
I
grandmother.
need to say tell Grandma I love her and I'm sorry that I drank.
Yeah.
I'm
You got
sorry
crunk.
that I drank. Are you really sorry
Hey,
though?
babe, I have a question for you.
Yo.
What would your grandma had done? Your mom's mom. What would she have done to you if you had drank alcohol in front of her?
Nothing. She also likes drinking.
So she wouldn't have
Every
beaten
now.
your ass.
In copious amounts, yes. If she would have seen me drink copious amounts of alcohol,
What
yes.
if she saw you drink underage?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ass beaten on the floor, coming in for round 2.
I'm going to bed because
All right.
I'm literally on the verge, even though
Of
I
just-
had a monster.
You were like, the monster didn't help.
Alrighty.
All right, friends, we will
Good
go
night,
ahead.
Josh.
We'll see y'all
Good night,
next week.
everybody.
I'll see y'all
Night.
next week. Thank
Yeah.
you. Wait, bye, Steven!
Bye.
Bye, Steven!